entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, BlackkG, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's, you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed laughs for show. If you hating, just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this biz? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
Yes, sir.
What up, dog?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to 3G's motherfucking podcast. Make some noise.
Wait till I get a soundboard in this motherfucker.
I know, nigga.
I'm going soundboard crazy around this motherfucker.
It's coming, man. I think that's the one thing we missing too, because them soundboards be killing it.
It just got to be unique though, because I don't want to be like everybody else.
I do the custom sounds, man.
Yeah.
It's gotta be our voices or some shit. Some we said in the past show, like fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's got to be our voices.
Or Binky saying, "You trying me, man." Hey, you trying me, yo. She just got yelled at, y'all, because we was doing a sound check in the back, and she was talking too much, and I had to regulate.
He had to lay the smack down virtually.
Regulator. Shut the fuck up.
How your week been, brother?
Man, it was good, bro. We coming off the week from coming to see y'all in Minnesota and shit. Got home, that was just the easiest little getaway, real quick little getaway, man. Had a good time out there. Yeah. And I just been basically getting back to, back to our regular little shit. We finally got some snow out here, man, and they've been shutting the schools down. I was supposed to go to my son's basketball games today, but they canceled all that shit.
Oh, is it like crazy snow?
It's enough for them. Like real talk. You from Minnesota, you know how it is. Like when you ain't getting none in a long time,
yeah,
a lot be like, oh shit. But then
right.
when it's coming every day, you be like, this ain't shit compared to what could happen. You know
yeah,
what I'm
see,
saying?
they said it was supposed to be a bunch of snow today, but it didn't do that where I was at. I know it was happening in other cities and surrounding areas, but where I stay at, it was cool over here.
Well, again, it was a little crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. Like we had went to the barbershop early, me and my sons and shit. We was creeping and crawling, still balling in the mix. this look, I ain't want to finish the shit.
Right.
Like nigga, with some of the rap songs when you rapping another nigga verses and shit and they giving themselves big props. I don't think you want to say those things,
Oh, like what? Give an example.
Like it's that 6'6" long dicks and them niggas sticking your chick, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever the fuck you say.
He said, I'm not talking about my shit.
Damn, said, like, I'm just bigging this nigga up and shit.
Hey man, thank you for rapping about my meat.
Exactly. You feel me now? Like that, like we don't think about what we're trapped into doing without consciousness. We just doing things, not realizing what it is we doing.
Just rapping the verse
sitting
all
here
willy
singing
nilly.
praises to niggas. You know what I'm saying?
You rapping the verse all willy nilly,
And you
don't know
geek.
what you're talking about.
You feeling that shit?
Be like one of your old uncles or some shit. You niggas out here whipping, snapping ass, jive turkey motherfuckers.
I'm in there in some pussy. Inside of your walls there will dwell a Capricorn. Like, nigga, I ain't no goddamn Capricorn. The fuck? I'm just saying, man, you got to be conscious of what you're doing and saying out here, man. You can't just be following these niggas all willy-nilly, you know what I'm saying?
That's the truth.
Pause for real.
Shout out to Pac G, man. He couldn't make it tonight, man. We
got yeah, man. Sorry about that. He did tell me to tell y'all what up and hold it down, as he said, you know, as he put it. But he'll be back next week. It ain't nothing major.
Factual. We here to hold it down for the young brother. 3G's family, how y'all doing, man? Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way in, man, and tap into that live chat, man. Let's get it cracking. Share this shit too, man. I know y'all got other social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all up in age, so I know y'all only got a Facebook. Some of y'all may only got a YouTube. Some may have a Twitter. Some may have a
Black Planet. Post it on Black Planet if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Post it everywhere.
You know, all my peers and shit, all the old niggas in here and shit. Hey, you know what? We're gonna get there later, but Mark Curry, as funny as he is, I think that nigga drink 211.
You think so? He got the attitude of a nigga that
he got the eye color and mannerism of a nigga that drink 211.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that later. I don't want to go there. I just randomly had that thought.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to why Mark Curry came up later on in the show.
So let's get to some of these topics. I don't know about all of them. You know, I didn't have time to research. You know, shout out to our research team, Binky, and I apologize for screaming on you like that. But you know, the goddamn is about to start, and you sound like you're about to go into a whole dissertation.
Hey, shout out Anthony Johnson, man, for the 20 bills in the month getting super chat. He said the hat AP rated for life.
That's all I gotta do, man. I was watching some LA lowrider content where some cats was some dude, he just go around hood to hood, city to city and shit, and really he go all over the world and he just show other cultures and shit. And he was riding with some cholos. Then they was brought up the Raiders, and I seen how serious it is. It's serious.
You're like Ice Cube, little brother.
Looking at it, nigga. That's cool. 45. All right, look. Oh, thank you, Anthony Johnson, by the way. Where was I getting at? Oh, yeah, Steven Jackson. Was he hating on Shannon Sharp? Did you hear anything that might allude to possibly that Steven Jackson was hating on Shannon Sharp in regards to these interviews or something like that?
Like he came out to say something?
That's what I'm hearing. That's what our research team, you know, we shitted on her and we done shitted on her good
whole
notes.
Delivery.
No, we done shitted on her good notes, and now she shorthanding us and shit.
Oh, let's see.
It just say Steve Jack hating Sharp. Like, what do you mean, B? What the?
He said,
Binky give us notes sometime where it be like, goddamn, we got to do homework and shit, and we need a highlighter for that.
Do PowerPoints and shit.
This time, shit, they shortchanged this and shit. It just say Steve Jack Shannon hate. Like, what the?
I still got PTSD from trying to do PowerPoints and presentations in school and shit. My ass start clamming up, start sweating a little bit.
I'm stuttering. Like, what about him? What about Steven Jackson?
So
jot a note down or something.
Geologically, neurologically, you niggas be all fucked up saying some dumbass shit.
Dog, we squandered them notes for real, dog. Not intentionally and shit. Shout out to Binky, man.
We had to basically get down on the floor. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I apologize. All apologies. 7,000 apologies. I'm sorry. Please, I beg if you forgive us.
Well, look, hold on. Look, hey, thank you to the G's, man. See, they got your back, Binky. Zero Tolerance said he's Aggie because Shannon got them views.
A lot of people are.
That's what it was about.
A lot of people are. people inserting themselves as well because they want to be in a part of the conversation. And I'm starting to realize that's what some of these people are doing, which is kind of crazy because some of these people try to talk about the fact that they don't like that people do certain things like that when they inject their opinion in other situations that have nothing to do with them. But it's like when you want to talk about something, nigga, you talk about it.
That's what bothers me the most, right? Because you know, we got people circulating the show who keep saying that when you're speaking on other man business and you're speaking on this and you're speaking on that, somebody can have a fucking opinion, man. And it ain't hate, it ain't, somebody feeling away or nothing. They just got an opinion. Now, I ain't heard what Steven Jackson said, but I wonder, did Shannon ever say some crazy shit, say some crazy things about him when he was in the league? Maybe about Shannon, that melee and all that. Sometimes they be hating each other low key for life because of things that was said, in a sport commentary world.
Shannon may be a little bit vibrant and animated and loud when he speaks, but he don't be disrespecting niggas to the point where they gotta like throw shots at him or have, some type of vendetta against him and shit. Because that nigga Jason Whitlock trying to do the same shit. He's trying to call Shannon out now because Shannon responded to the shit Stephen A said about him, and he was like, I don't mess with him. He was like, he tried to get us to work with him, and I'm not working with somebody like that. And Jason took that as, oh, he's a Hall of Famer and he be dangling from LeBron's nuts. And it's like, niggas just, why don't some people just realize that people just don't like you? Why can't it just be that somebody just doesn't fucking like you, bro? Why gotta be all the other things and random excuses as to why they act the way that they act? Why can't you just realize that you say some shit that people don't agree with, they don't fuck with you, and that's just that?
Or they don't believe in your purpose behind what you say. They think you might just be saying wild things just for clicks and views, or
watch out for the niggas that try to put off or try to portray themselves as, oh, I'm the guy that's going against the machine, I'm with free speech, but be the same guy that was trying to get on the same level or try to be in the same places as the people that he's talking about that try to control the minds and lie and fabricate. Jason would be right there on ESPN if they cut that check. So don't let that, it's niggas like that try to act like they got a vendetta and want to push back against the machine because they got denied to be a part of it.
And I feel like Shannon never had a problem speaking his mind, even being a part of the machine. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might be careful. I mean, you at work. When you at work and you getting paid, you can say what you feel without saying it in the wrong way, and blowing your bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Shannon, I think he always stood up for how he felt, regardless who he was talking to or what the situation was about. Shaq has said some more crazy than Shannon, where you be like, this nigga got paid to say that. You know what I'm saying? or he, you know what I mean? Shaq done said some real crazy stuff, especially regarding black folks. So I don't know, man. I don't pay commentaries that much attention. I watch games and I come up with my own fucking mind about players. So I never been the type to watch ESPN all day and shit like that.
I love Shaq, man. But the one thing about Shaq that I realized when I got older, especially when I got older and realized how society works, there's certain people that really don't see society the way that the average, black person sees it. Shaq was a big nigga his whole life. He came out of his mom's womb 6'3". Do you understand that's a gold mine to white people in the sports realm? They ain't gonna.
You talking about his mama coochie, right?
Yeah. I'm talking about Shaq.
That was a gold mine.
Yeah. She could have made 10 Shaqs, nigga.
Could you imagine a light-skinned Shaq brother?
For real though.
He was already good at everything. Imagine if he was light-skinned too. No.
So I mean, think about it. Virtually every white person he's come across has treated him like he was royalty because of who he is ever since he's been, the big guy on campus type shit.
Yeah.
So he's not going to look at things the same way. He may try to, tip the line sometimes, but for the most part, they in the pockets.
Because he's not black. He's not black. He's Shaq. That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, he's not black. He's Shaq.
Yeah, I agree with that. Whether he can help it or not.
That's
know
what
what
it
I'm saying?
is. There's
I
some
agree
people
with
that
that.
really do have that about them. Who
And
else
don't,
said that
and don't
shit?
know no better and don't even know no different. He don't even realize that part.
Somebody else said that shit. I forgot who it was. It might have been Eric Holder or Eric, whatever the fuck guy's name is. One of those weird ass black politicians. I'm not black. I'm Eric, and I stand with the American people.
Now, I'm okay with a black person saying they're American. And I think, was it just Cam? Didn't Cam just get, have a conversation where Cameron said something like that?
Yeah.
No, he said he don't identify with Africans or something like that.
He's
What
not
did
an
he
African.
say?
He's not an African American. He's a black American.
That is a difference. And a New Yorker, I know the New York mindset behind that. So I kind of get why he's saying that. But he ain't saying it to the way that people want to run with it. That he's saying has zero connection to the continent of Africa. He's saying that there is a different experience that black men in America had endured than those from the continent that just came over here.
And then
to call them the same thing is not exactly true. Because when you say a Spanish American, or let's say an Italian American, they have a connection with their homeland that's different than African Americans. Because Africa look at you like an American. You know what I'm saying? You go over there, you was American. So it is different. You don't, you basically ain't got the same connection as some of these other people. So I think that's where he coming from. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy how these other groups, Africans, Jamaicans, shit like that, Caribbean individuals, now it's become this, let's shit on each other, type thing where people are like, oh, black Americans, this and that. And it's like y'all somehow forget that y'all aspire to be black Americans. Y'all,
but they didn't though. They looked at black Americans like, man, these niggas over here fucking off their goddamn opportunities. Give me that motherfucking opportunity. Watch me come over here and wreck shit. Let me get over here and get off this boat, nigga. I'll come over and turn up on these niggas.
That is a fraction. That is a fraction of individuals that came here and thought that way. A lot of these motherfuckers want to adapt to black culture.
That's true.
In America.
That's true.
So they don't come over here.
Black culture is now, or even hip hop, whatever you want to call it, that is the culture of the youth all over the world, regardless what color they are.
Yeah.
Because you go to China or Asia or any of those countries in Asia, they're acting like hip hop kids. You know what I'm saying? They dancing, they rapping, and they doing all that shit. So that culture, that is the culture of black American hip hop culture, is now the culture of the youth all over the planet.
You know what style is taking over a certain part of Africa right now? The baggy jeans, the oversized shirts and jerseys, the Timberland boots and shit. They doing that.
Where?
It's a certain part. I think it's where Burna Boy or wherever them niggas is from out there. They starting to do that.
Where at? Where, Africa?
In Africa, yeah. It's a certain.
You telling me
part in Africa
it's an African? Hold on, whoa. Somebody in Africa got on some Timbs, nigga.
Yeah.
Do they got socks on, GMS?
Probably not, because them bitches probably hot as
it's
fuck.
Hot.
Fuck. They take their shoes out. They both their feet white.
Nigga.
Be drained and it's sweating.
Me
whole melanin gone.
Here on 3G's that there are African brothers out there wearing Timbs.
Mm-hmm. That is
man,
factual,
boy.
brother.
I learn something new every day, boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Shout out to those brothers, man. That don't you know Timbs fuck your feet up with socks on? Them is the most uncomfortable fucking boots ever made.
They are. Especially when you got to break them in when you first start wearing them.
They don't feel like nothing. Like they don't mold to your feet. No. You can have them forever. Like they never gonna be your feet. You know what I'm saying? It always feel like you walking a mile in another man's shoes.
Your heels.
Yeah, man.
It fucks your heels up. I can't wait to see one of them start to when they finally catch on the shiesty mask. It's gonna be Africans
there.
dropping left and right. They gonna be
that started there, my brother. I think you need to go watch some of the movie. You need to go watch Beast of a Nation. Them Pooh shiesty masks started in goddamn Africa
on a daily basis.
Idi Amin had a motherfucking
but they gotta have a Nike Tech on. No, we missing something very important. They gotta have on a Nike Tech or a fake Nike sweatsuit on first. Walking around Africa in 115-degree weather with a whole Nike sweatsuit on and a shiesty mask. The niggas will be walking around like they feeding for water.
Brother, if they ain't had nothing else, see the Timbs is new. They had them Pooh shiesties, nigga. They was mishandling them AKs, holding them wrong, running up on neighboring villages with the goddamn Pooh shiesty. You know, that shit is not new.
Hey, I got a clip up of that. Just to double back to that Steven Jackson thing. I want to hear what he said because I didn't hear anything. Did you hear what he said?
No. Well, I just want to point out that Daddy Bars claimed that he used to hoop in Timbs, and I know he ain't the only one that ever did it. I ain't saying I ain't never seen nobody do it. I just want to say that you, brother, you need prayer, brother. I know you've been through some shit in your life. God has not been always with you, brother, but I want you to know all you got to do is call on him, brother, and he will be there for you.
You was the most diabolical nigga on the court.
All you had to do is humble yourself and come to the Lord, and you would not have to have done that.
His you know when your shoes squeak on the hardwood, his shit was loud as hell.
The type
sound like the shit was barking.
Nigga, the type of crease that's left in your Timbs after hooping in them. You better been on your lunch break. It better been a little crate up on a motherfucking hoop behind the factory or some shit. You niggas was shooting around after work or something.
He said he had a triple-double.
You bet. I know you did. Wasn't nobody holding your motherfucking. Wasn't nobody holding that nigga.
13 trips.
He was stepping on shoes. Niggas just stood back
14
like, man,
travels and shit.
You got it. Fuck it. Foul. Yeah, foul, nigga. You got whatever you want, nigga. Letting that nigga call everything. Check him up, nigga. Y'all ball. Fuck it.
Oh, you said on the blacktop. Oh, I know that had to be crazy.
Yeah, he's a savage. He probably killed somebody. Let's move on. Here we go, fellas and ladies.
Real. He spoke his mind. Everybody should speak their mind. That's just what it is. I wouldn't let him go hard as he did on a lot of people on our show. I just wouldn't, because we got relationships with him. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. You don't have a show, so you wouldn't know what you would do. We've done hundreds of shows, so we know how to handle that type of shit. Whole world talking about the Katt interview. The whole world. Everybody giving their opinions. But I can't speak on it because I'm so live. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Well, go on everybody else page and tell them that too then. Real one.
And it sound like he said nothing bad.
I mean, if that's the extent of what he said, I mean, of course. But you know, sometimes titles will make a video more than what they is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I don't know how that title came up, but we supposed to talk about something like that. Ain't that what, you know? That's what Katt went on that show to do, to start a conversation about a bunch of stuff. And that's why Willie D getting the flack that he getting for not asking the right questions possibly, or not allowing or setting up Katt to go in, because Katt wanted to go in. I don't know if he recorded that before he went on Shannon Sharp show. I refuse to call that shit Shay Club Shay. I don't even like saying that shit.
You talking about his Willie interview?
Yeah, because Katt is
he says
looking
like the same things, basically.
He's looking for platforms to go in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Set me up so I can air these cats out. And Willie D didn't give him exactly the questions that he needed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why even, you know, Katt made this little comment at the end, and other people was in Willie D comments kind of expressing their opinion about how well he did. I think he did fine if it wasn't prime time for all these different questions to happen. If that was just a regular interview, that was a good interview. But the fact that it came a week or days after the Shannon Sharp, he should have had, like I said, I don't know when it was recorded, but it should have been a lot more shit asked. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I thought he was gonna do. My ass, I thought Willie was finna. I was like, see, he not finna hold back because you know Shannon was really worried about his relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Willie D said he recorded it before. My fault, GMS. I just want to make it clear. So that he had no idea any of that shit when he had that conversation. That makes sense. So in that case, it was a decent interview, I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, he wasn't. It wasn't on the brink of, you know, right after he did the you know, the Shannon interview. He did his shit before. He was actually sitting on the interview and waiting until this shit happened. And he was like, well, shit, I might as well put it out. Katt is hot right now, which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you make content and you don't have a channel and shit. But for the most part, it's damn, I forgot. I really forgot what I was gonna say actually, but
My bad, bro.
no, it's cool. It's cool. As far as the Shannon thing goes, though, and him being hated on by the nigga Steven, I guess I didn't hear nothing that he was hating about. I didn't hear any hate or any like, oh, you know, he fucked up doing this and that. But it seemed like this nigga Shannon responded to him. I can't listen to Shannon too long, man. That list be fucking me up sometimes.
Shannon is animated. That's why I like Shannon.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to be, he don't know that he's cooning because he's not cooning. But he is a big old country boy. Old school country boy. Green Mile country boy. So he can come off like how niggas be stereotype, you know, how the stereotype of cooning look. Shannon talk like that regularly. So when they probably heard Shannon do it, you know, when they first hired him even for sports, they was like, oh, this is gold.
Oh,
like, we want this.
I guess
big old, you know what I'm saying?
I guess Steven said some shit on IG.
Go ahead.
I don't know what it was, but apparently he was hating. So I guess that makes sense. So I guess what we just watched was his response to people.
After that. All right, well, we're gonna play that, but let's talk about this real quick. Because Big Meek 260 said, be honest, that Willie D interview was boring. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I watched the whole thing, and I was glad that they went into the Shamina Shadiq question.
Yeah.
I don't know that nigga name. What's that nigga? What's bro name?
Ali Sadiq.
I'll just fuck with you. Yeah, Ali Sadiq. So it brought new things to the table to conversate about. Because all Katt would have did, even if he had interviewed him after Shannon, he would have just repeated a lot of things, possibly.
Yeah.
Unless you had the right questions to make him go further into something. But so then in the Willie D stuff, at least they got to address something different. You know, you're right. It wasn't what I was looking for, because I thought it was Katt waiting to unload a whole nother clip. But it happened before the Shannon Sharp interview. So if I put it in context, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't great. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I need to find out when Willie D interviewed Mark Curry. Because if that was after Shannon, then goddamn it, Willie D is a terrible goddamn interview.
Because it did seem like he was like that. The clip that I saw where he was asking him about the dress, it was right on the brink of everything being the question of the dresses and shit.
That's the best question he asked. But the rest of the interviews, man, Willie, man.
Willie's a more of a conversationalist. He's not like the interviewer.
Goddamn, at least conversate about the important information. This nigga like, so what's your workout regimen? Okay, all right. Did you go to high school? Did you ever see My Wife and Kids? Do you know that show? Like this is how what's the word? None of them questions was correlating with each other for shit. It's like, What the fuck is where line and follow? What you know what I mean? What line of logic is you following with these goddamn?
So
they was
tell me
all
what
over
type
the place.
of cheese you put in your mozzarella pizzas.
And then he sit
said,
back
"What?"
like he sit back like he just asked him some deep shit. Like I'm just gonna let you talk now.
It's the way he talks though.
I'm gonna let
Hold
you
on,
go in now.
Let me answer what Elena said. Elena Gomez. She said, "I agree. We didn't know about Ali, but it brought out his other side of kindness. He paid that guy." Let me say this. I made this point too. It's good to see things from both perspectives. You got to think about it. Ali Sadiq is somebody who clearly carries himself as a man. He was institutionalized at one point. I think that in his mind, him wanting to do the show and then being disbarred from the show and being, blocked from coming into the venue and then them handing him a check made him feel less than a man in that situation.
Like you throwing me something to get up out, like you throw a hooker to get up and get dressed and leave the room type shit.
Yeah, exactly. And in his mind, he's probably like, I came here to do a job. I came here to tell jokes. And he's in the comedy circuit. Those will be a lot of eyes for him where they were performing at. He didn't get the chance. Here's a check. Take that. It was like, some people take that as disrespect. You can't just take the money and be like, oh, well, it's cool. I got paid. You know what I mean?
No, I get that. We're going to talk about that too. But Irene, I'm talking about both interviews. The Katt one wasn't that bad since it was before Shannon. But the Mark Curry one was kind of, crazy questioning. But let's give dude a little bit of pass because he new to this shit. What if in 3 years he really good at it? He hone in on it and he get really good at it. You know what I'm saying? He getting opportunities and looks now that more people will come and sit down with him. And I'm glad this what y'all got to know. I'm a Ghetto Boys fan for life. Okay. I still play Ghetto Boys. I like Ghetto Boys together more than Scarface. And a lot of people don't even know Ghetto Boys other than Scarface participation. Yeah. But to see Willie D coming from, he was in Scarface shadow, even though I ain't trying to like put a wedge in between them, but that's just how it went.
Yeah.
Now he get to reinvent himself later in his life where he can do things that you would never imagine. So for that reason, I'm happy that Willie D getting the success that he getting with these interviews. And they are successful interviews, regardless if they reach the Shannon numbers. But he got to work on something. Maybe he should have somebody else write the questions. You know what I'm saying? And
hire me, Willie D. I got you.
And I'm gonna say that about him. But he also is cool with a nigga who I think is hella unreasonable. So I hope to God he don't turn out to be one of them unreasonable niggas that as soon as you criticize him, he get to crying and shit.
Nah, see, I know what you mean by that. I caught the reference, but I mean, it seems like Willie is one of those people that don't even, because I've seen their interactions in certain instances, and he doesn't succumb to the fuckery of that, so to speak. He's more grounded. Like I said before, it's a lot of people who look up to Willie D, like the person in question. He's somebody who holds Willie D in high regard. He talks about it all the time. He lives vicariously through people who are authentically themselves and who really stand up as a man. You know what I mean? So it's instances like that. He doesn't need to fall in line with a nigga like that. That nigga needs to fall in line with a nigga like him type shit. If you get
true. Yeah, but Katt almost was like, nigga, I ain't even finna answer that shit.
He told him he asked some of the worst questions in interview history.
And he felt that way. Like there is no question in my mind that wasn't him. Just let me say this now to you as a man, because I'm gonna say this behind your back.
Let me get this shit off my chest.
Yeah, I want to at least be able to say I said it to you, because I am going to refer to you as the nigga with the bad question.
And Willie laughed it off, but it's like, nigga,
it was 100.
The truth.
But he a legend though. Like, again, people good at what they do, and they might need to get better at things. Everybody don't step into the game who they become. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he continue to get better. Now, when you brought up the Ali Sadiq thing about him being like, feel like he got disrespected. Now I don't know whose story is true, but again, what Katt explained about him having his own show already set up. We already know who gonna be on the damn show. They coming with me city to city, which is how he moved.
Mhm.
Why do local acts think because they hot in their town that they get an automatic warm up or automatic open, or maybe even maitre d'? You know what I'm saying? Maybe they should MC it or something. But you don't just expect you get time if we ain't had no contract for you being on my tour. You know what I'm saying? Now, maybe somebody worked down there that's cool. Say, oh, I'm gonna get you in, bro. Don't even worry about that. I got you, dog. Just don't even worry about that. If he had one of them kind of situations happen, so then he go up there expecting something different, but Katt still extends some cash to him. How would you take that? Would you feel disrespected as a man, or would you feel like, I'm gonna take this little bread, but I'm gonna want to talk to my guy when I get a chance?
Oh, you know, I'm taking it. And he took the bread too. He didn't get that check back. He took that money.
Look, I so respected by this, and I be goddamn. That nigga spent this. That shit fell to his belly button.
Shit better clear.
Damn, nigga disrespected.
Nigga stuffed it in his pocket good. He said, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit. Y'all I had enough.
Hey, you know that little pocket that be above your pocket on your jeans that niggas never knew what it was for? That's what it's for. When them payoff checks. He folded that shit in a little square, put his shit in this little bit.
He folded it 10 times neatly. Creased it. I'm gonna make sure.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure. But you know, we're gonna have to talk though. Like, man, calm down.
I would have felt some type of way. I would have been like, damn, like why didn't? But then, you know, if he didn't get an answer and he stuck with it, then he has to, you know, kind of marinate with his thoughts. He doesn't have a clear answer as to why anything happened. Now, Katt responded to what happened and gave his version of things that happened. But after he did that, instead of Ali being like, okay, I get it, it was basically a misunderstanding, it is what it is, he is now trying to do the celebrity boxing thing and get Katt in the ring and shit.
But think about this too.
I don't know. Who you got who would you have your money on?
I don't know.
I got my money on Ali.
I'm gonna tell you this. Ali looked like the favor, and we saw Katt Williams tussle with the young boy, but boxing rules are different. If you can't hug me, and you can't wrestle me, my hands might be free to just be dotting your shit up over and over. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, there is no other fighting compared to boxing. You know what I'm saying? You know, everything else takes boxing off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was fighting MMA, dog, I prefer to stand up and box. You can't make nobody box you that don't want to box you. They're going to grab you. They're going to hold you. They're going to try to wrestle. They is not boxing. But if you boxing, and it's my hands against your hands, I'm fucking you up. You know what I'm saying? So Katt might got hands. I don't know. Ali might be bigger, but swing wild and crazy and swing, you know, girly. I don't know. I have to see. I have no fucking idea who will win. But this the point. Katt wasn't bogus for saying he need to get his star up, because I don't know who he is, and I thought I followed comedy. I'm actually embarrassed that I don't know who he is, because I really do. I thought I was tapped into comedy.
You would love his shit though.
I bet I would. I only hear good things about him since he said, you know, since this all came out. But I don't, bro. I don't know it.
If you like storytellers, bro, this nigga is the best storyteller. Like one of the best storytellers in comedy, in my opinion.
Now, GMS, you didn't go the last 2 days and go rewatch all his shit in 2 days, and now you know him.
I did not.
You knew him already.
Yes, me and matter of fact, Ali blocked me on Instagram. I want to know why
you following. Oh, you must have said something disparaging about that.
No, we went live like a couple times on Instagram. We had a couple good conversations. I think because I turned my because he followed me too. I think it's because I turned my page into, like, the video page where I just post random videos. People are like, get these random ass shits out of here, because I never said anything crazy or like posted anything about him. So that's the only thing I can think of is just the fact that I post random videos on my personal account. But
Yeah.
nah, we had some good conversations, man.
Well, apparently he on Watch Dominoes. Is that how you say it? Domino Effect.
Yeah,
That's a YouTube show.
Domino Effect.
Oh shit, nigga. I'm fuck.
You
God damn it.
you was right.
Dominoes?
You really was in them classes with poetry, huh?
Domino watch. Look, YH Domino. That's what fucked me up.
Nah, for real.
I thought she was speaking Swahili and shit.
I vouch for it. I know my opinion on here, is a little watery due to, manipulation of AP's ways of thinking. But I'm telling y'all, when you get a chance, go watch Ali Sadiq. Any of his specials. He put up his own specials too. And when you see the amount of views each one of his specials he put up by himself got, you'll see why. Just watch him.
Look, I'm sober as a bitch. I don't got no excuse. I ain't got no excuse.
Hey, AP, he got one of these. I'm gonna send it to you this weekend. He got one special that's it'll make you cry.
Really? Like funny? Yeah, that funny?
No, I'm talking about
sad?
Like
I ain't gonna cry for sad, nigga.
I'm telling you, it's a good ass movies. It's a good ass special that is hilarious, but at one point it's gonna get you.
I don't know, man. Only movies. Real life shit don't make me sad. Like, let's say a real person is in they feelings, crying and hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I get nothing. But if an actor
that's so ass backwards,
playing the fuck out of that role in that script, I'm crying.
He said that nigga good.
He really felt that.
This nigga,
he had a connection with that role. I can't cry for real shit.
I'm not exaggerating, Irene. I'm being dead ass serious. I'm telling you. You go watch it. Go watch it yourself and tell me what you think. I'm not lying. There's no comedy special or anything like that'll make me emotional, nigga.
Dog,
I saw that shit and I was like,
live down that motherfucking Black
the water bombs.
No, because that's really where it come from. You sent us to that shit like it was emotional. You was like, man, when they had the funeral, they had Chunchala's funeral.
I didn't make you watch my review. You watched it, motherfucker. You liars.
But we was supporting you because we fuck with you. Then we hear your review and we go to the movie expecting. I'm looking at my wife like, hey man, this is gonna be really fucked up. You got your tissue with you? She like, yeah, I got some tissue. We ain't used the tissue, nigga. That shit was trash. Then
you wiped my ass with it and threw it at the screen.
Exactly, nigga. Exactly. Made spit bombs with that shit. That shit was terrible. So all the points you even got, you had points.
Yeah, I had specific points. I enjoyed that movie. I still enjoyed that movie. I will watch it.
You still like it now?
Yes.
So you can watch that again.
I can watch that movie again, and I will have no thoughts of AP or any of you naysayers in the chat in my mind.
Bro,
I'm gonna enjoy it.
Watch good movies over again. How the fuck can you watch that over again?
I put on certain things to fall asleep too. That's what that is.
But look,
I'm not gonna sit up in the middle of the day and be like, you know what? Let's watch Black Panther 2, family.
Bro, you gonna put all the party to sleep. Anybody you choose to watch that with going to sleep. The only time I would play that is if I was Netflix and chilling, because we ain't watching that motherfucker anyway.
Damn, Color Purple was bad too. Did you see that too?
I didn't even see it, but I looked at the reviews and it was everything I thought it was gonna be.
Really?
Them reviews told it all. I was like, yeah, I knew it. They should have never touched that fucking movie.
See, and that was something that I thought about as well. People doing the remakes on certain things, like you got to be able to like do that shit perfectly. You gotta be able to try to capture the same fucking feeling on that the original gave. And if they ain't do that, I ain't gonna waste my time.
It's basically a short commercial of the original in song. You know, like it's in
Mhm.
musical form. So they basically singing some of the iconic parts back to back to back to back. You know what I mean? So it ain't good at all from what I hear. And I watched some good breakdowns where they explained it good. And I was like, I wouldn't have never wanted to see it anyway. Honestly, if I don't, the only way I would have watched it is if I was told to for content purposes. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even had no interest for it anyway.
Hey, look what IVR said. He said, "Why would Color Purple be good and the actors crying about pay?" They bring it, bro. After the movie came out, after the whole shit, you start hearing a whole bunch of random things that they went through. Like one of the actors said when they first got on set, they didn't have no trailers or nothing. They said they put all these motherfuckers together in one room and shit. And it took them having to tell Oprah, who was the producer of this whole entire thing, about the shit. And Oprah over there, she's in the interview while this girl's saying it, and Oprah, you know, of course, and I had no idea. What? You set this whole shit up. You tested them girls. You tried to make sure that, okay, if I don't give them no trailer, let's see if, you know, they are part of my production. And you got to know Oprah's one of those people that's like, it's me. They doing this for me. Like, I'm Oprah. Like, they just want to be here for the opportunity. It don't matter who the actresses are. It don't matter if it's Taraji. It don't matter if it's Fantasia. None of the. They want to be around me. So I'm gonna do this, and they gonna be content with it. But they weren't. So she had to accommodate them. She said, as soon as I heard, I made sure I got them all trailers. What the fuck? They should have been had them.
Listen, man. Shout out to Lil Soldier. Did I say that right?
What?
Yeah, I'm so used to rewriting shit in my head.
Lil Soldier 1. You gotta say it all together.
I disagree about Color Purple being bad. I went to the play. The movie was not too bad. A spin. Now, either you playing with us or you work in goddamn set design, or you know, you a part of big productions and you like the, you know, you was watching that shit, watching the other shit. You know how them niggas that be professionals, they be like, did you see the choreograph, you know, and all that type of shit? You wasn't watching the damn movie compared to what, you know, what everybody else saying. But everybody entitled to their opinion, man. So good luck to you, man. I hope you can convince somebody to go watch that shit, but it ain't gonna work on me.
I wonder how much they made in the first the opening night. I heard they made a lot. It's an Oprah production. I know they made a lot.
But bro, like, man, we need to find some white goddamn.
That's the thing. That's
we
the
need
thing
to find
about
somebody white,
bases, bro.
We need to find somebody white talking about that shit. We're gonna
say,
find
you
a
know
white
what?
review.
This goddamn movie is racist as shit. So many Black Lives Matter undertones.
Oh yeah.
and guess what? They're promoting the LGBTQism.
Nobody's having babies. I ain't seen one person have a baby.
So have you ever seen two black women kissing each other? Huh? These niggas be saying the wild, bro. If you have an X account, that's where you will see. It became funny to me to see how delusional white people are on that app. They say the wildest shit, and you just be like, God damn.
Couldn't they just be trolling or bots? Like, could you even think people
both.
Got that much energy?
It's all the above.
No,
man.
they got, now you know what? Never mind. They got
all
that
the
much
above.
energy. I work with some motherfuckers where they just say shit, and I'd be like, I don't want to be the HR nigga.
So
I don't want to be the go to HR nigga, but God,
what you say about driving through the country to going through Wisconsin, getting to Minnesota? What you start seeing on them farms, them God bless
them
Trump shits.
Yeah.
Them niggas is Looney Tunes.
Real quick. Yeah, you right.
They ain't out there on you know, all these social platforms. And if they are, those are the niggas that we see with John Boy 6773000.
Now I'm finna go way back. I'm finna go way back to when Ryan Davis, ain't that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Was talking about how the population of white people is bigger than the population of black people in America. Remember that argument?
Yes.
Now, I live down in the bottom of Wisconsin in Milwaukee. majority black in Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to drive way up fucking Wisconsin to Minnesota. Soon as I left Milwaukee, white, all the way to fucking Minnesota, all the way to white. And even then, when I got to Minnesota, white. It was, dog. It was. I was like, man, anybody arguing with that, especially somebody who traveled to fucking United States. If you ain't going, that's from niggas only working the chitlin market. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you only working the did I say chitlin? If you only work, if you only working in black towns, then that's your brain. That's where your mindset is. But this motherfucking country is overfilled with Mexicans and white people.
I still got PTSD going in these little country ass random little gas stations off the highway and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had a bad experience, nigga. I was coming back from Miami. Me, 2 white dudes that we went from Minnesota to Miami and drove back. Craziest time I ever had in my life in Miami. We driving back, we try to stop in Tennessee to get some gas. Nigga, I don't even want to go through the whole story. All I know is we got chased out that bitch till we got back on the highway. It's some weird shit, man. It's crazy how that shit be happening. You don't be doing shit. Like when you really break it down, like take away the social aspect, take away the history behind it. Let's just bring it into human form. Niggas stop to get gas, and because of what they look like, niggas got chased out of the town back onto the highway, guns blazing. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy to me.
You got to know where you at.
Yeah,
you got to know where you at.
Yep.
And I did had an issue on me, man. I had to have it on me, even though I was coming to, because I don't ever know what to expect when I go somewhere else. That's why I'd rather travel through cars and vehicles and shit like that, so I can have it on me. Because you end up in a city or a town where you just feel naked because you ain't got nothing on you. But and I ain't too much worried about the hillbillies. You know what I'm saying?
He said these is white only posts.
Hey man,
nigga, stop this.
All through these states, man.
That's a fact though. That's a sad fact. That's sad that's funny, man. That don't make no damn sense.
The hairs on your back of your neck stood up, huh?
Nigga, when we pulled up, wasn't nobody there. It was just the people working inside. I went in. I walked in. First of all, this is the first gas station I seen that had full carpet in it. Full carpet, a table on the side with a couple white dudes sitting around playing cards, and a fat white racist looking old bitch that was just staring at me. And I asked where the bathroom was. It was like a movie, nigga. I said, I stopped, I was quiet, and I kind of looked around and it was silent. I said, where's your bathroom? She didn't say shit. She just pointed. And I said, oh, fuck.
Hey, I ain't no good. I always stop in them type of places to get lottery tickets, because that's who the fuck be winning the lottery. I'm like, let me get one Mega Million. Give me the double, triple Powerball. Give me the. Hey, you right, and they just sitting there looking at you, stone faced, ringing that shit up,
mad as hell.
Like,
and we walked in, as soon as I walked out, man, there was 2 pickups that was backed in behind us. And they had they brights on, just beaming at him. I walked out, man. You should have seen my friend's face, nigga. As soon as I looked at him, he was looking at me through the window like he was terrified. He just nigga doing this. Come on, man. I said, God damn. Nigga jumped in the car.
Plenty pickups coming. All of a sudden, pulling up to the truck. A whole bunch of hunting hats. Everybody got camouflage hats on and shit.
Niggas got John Deere vest on and shit. I'm like,
they had a whole the wife. When you see the husband and the wife got all hunting gear on, and the bitch, and they not going hunting. That's their regular winter coat. Like this bitch winter coat is some goddamn trees and bushes. This bitch winter coat got trees and bushes on.
They had a nigga in the way back of the pickup truck in a ghillie suit. Niggas is camouflaged out. I said, nigga, let's get the fuck out of here, man. We finna die.
Nigga, what if they was the ones who originated the Pooh Shiesty masks and shit?
They probably was, man.
They probably really was. They probably promoted that shit to black people so they could like, we know our targets. Shoot the ones with the masks.
I mean, we know where gangs originated from. We know where genocide originated from, but we ain't gonna get into that conversation.
Oh man, we don't want to go that deep, but we can talk about Stephen A. Smith and John Whitlock if you want to.
Jason.
Damn.
But it's okay. You can fuck
Jason
his name
Whitlock.
All Jason Whitlock disrespect will be tolerated on this channel.
I wasn't trying to disrespect. I'm just trying to speak on some shit I don't know shit about. I don't know. I don't even know what they got into it about. I don't know what their words were said.
Petty old sports analyst beef between two coon ass niggas.
That's what's crazy. Because what I'm hearing is more people look at Jason Whitlock like he is that type. But
he is.
Just a year or two more people had to smoke for Stephen A for being that type. So now you got these two types trying to, make it like the other one worse than they, you know what I'm saying? So break it down to me a little bit what they was actually talking about.
As much as I don't like Jason Whitlock, he does have a point when it comes to he tweeted today. He said, basically Stephen A is trying to win the black minds back, or black, fan base back, and try to get up close with the people in this certain way. And to be honest, I can't argue his point on that, because he said it in such a condescending way. He was like, he's trying to ghettoify his image and put on gold chains, just speaking like one of them black dudes who really want white acceptance. But at the same time, he's standing on who he is. He said, nigga, I'm not finna bow down to these Negroes. He was like, I'm gonna stick to my guns and I'm gonna coon my way to the top, nigga. You either gonna be with me or you not. He said, they see right through that shit. You just like me.
But there's different types of black people, man. There is the black people that grew up who had to catch the flack from the street cats. You know what I'm saying? The street cats brought a lot of flack on the black generation of the 80s, 90s, 2000s. So imagine being a square black dude, just trying to live your life, going to Sunday school and shit and chilling with grandma and just doing your thing. But because you in a community with drug dealers, rapping is at an all-time high, nothing but negative imagery and all that shit, they got an extra hatred for anything that resembles street culture or anything that resembles drug dealing or any of that. So Jason Whitlock will look at all that in that way, like, they're not black men. Those are niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He got that energy. And Stephen A. Smith got the energy of, who got a check? Because I do whatever the fuck I got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Them, you know what I'm saying? I got a check. I got 2 check pockets on my jeans.
And once he was allowed the freedom to do his own podcast, that's when he wanted to try to win the hearts back of the black community. But the damage is done, Stephen A. We may be laughing when it comes to how you talking crazy about Jason Whitlock, but that don't mean that it's like, oh yeah, nigga, we finna chop it up at the barbecue and pour you a shot of whatever the fuck, nigga. We still gonna be looking at you crazy because of what you done in the past. You already done the shit. And he's not changing it. He gonna still do it till this day on his own show, First Take. So don't forget about the fact that because he's saying X, Y, and Z on his podcast, that he not finna go on ESPN and shuck and jive and do what he got to do for the motherfucking check. That's a fact.
I've heard both of them dudes have good common sense at times. I heard them say real shit at times. Because I listen to words more than I care about, who's saying them. The message is more important than the messenger. So I listen to either one of them if they got a point. But do you think Stephen A. Smith was just basically trying to get some controversy real quick so he can mirror or try to have something to compete with, Shannon's interview? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that's why this came when it came? Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it has a lot to do with that. That's his co-host on First Take. And he knows that right after the Katt shit start happening, they would have to inevitably talk about it that next day and linger on it, because the fact that people were talking about it for days on end, like it's the 12th day of the new year. That Katt interview happened at the top of this year. We still have this conversation going. You know what I'm saying? So he knows that, being somebody in the media space, and he knows how lucrative it is to play off of that. So for the controversy to be working so well in not only Katt's favor, but Shannon's favor, Stephen A, of course, is going to play on that. And at first I thought, but here's the thing, I thought it was random at first, because that was the first thing I saw was Stephen A post, yeah, I'm about to go in on him, you fat bastard, all this shit, right? But apparently it was because Jason started talking about Steven's memoir and saying that Steven was lying in his memoir about his sports days when he played basketball in high school and shit, and whatever the case may be. So that's why he said, you know what, I'm gonna.
Steven can get away with it too. All his homies dead or in jail. He like, man, ask Bulldog and them. Like I used to drop 30 on them niggas. Knowing Bulldog got life.
He conveniently only mentioned his high school coach and shit. That nigga been passed 20 years ago. And
yeah. All his peers. You got to realize he from the streets. You know what I'm saying? He from a place and time frame where it ain't probably too many hanging around that's still around. You know what I'm saying? Or that can be reached. They either on drugs, long forgot about.
Yeah.
Or dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? That's
right.
The age frame from where he from. That's unfortunately his peers. You know what I'm saying? He can say what he want to say at that point. That's what Frank Lucas did. He waited for everybody else to die, and he started saying he had all the dope. He like, nigga, I used to bring him boatloads. You know what I'm saying? I was going over there to Taiwan getting the motherfuckers. He just told the whole. He waited for everybody to be dead.
Well,
and shit.
To be fair to Steven's his thing, Willie D did the same thing. Willie went live today to speak about the backlash or the hate, so-called hate he got for doing the Katt interview, and people saying he was doing it for clout. To be honest, anybody that is putting out any content right now during the circulation of the Katt situation, I guess it's a level of clout when it comes to that, especially when you aren't attached to the situation. He didn't say your name. But at the same time, it's like there's a difference between the people that want to chase clout by going out and saying things about Katt and trying to discredit him or try to put out stories about him, and the people that's just reporting on what happened. So, like, for instance, we'll get to it later. Remind me to pull it up. But somebody came out recently. She was a former writer. She was Katt Williams' former writer and tour partner. She said Katt used to beat on women and stole one of her jokes. It's this lady named Cookie Hall, but we'll get to that later. When you start doing stuff like that,
Katt used to beat on women.
Yeah, and Ari Spears doing the same thing. But he was mentioned in the interview, so I guess he has a right to respond. But
man, we gotta talk about something else. Hold on, let me put this down. I forgot about this, man. I just watched some shit before the show. That's why I don't know nothing about none of our real topics. Cause instead of doing the research, I was watching this damn bullshit I was watching.
Oh well, let's get the Stephen A shit out of the way. I'm gonna put this up on the screen real quick, and we could play what he said, and then we can move forward from that.
All right, cool. Let me say this because I feel you, IVR. He said Bink Willie D just crashed out saying F haters and they sick mamas because he mad. Everybody saying, goddamn, he mad. Everybody saying this interview was trash. That's exactly what I was thinking about, how he got in his feelings about people saying. I ain't like how Willie D was kind of acting like somebody else. That's why I said what I said.
He hyped it up.
No, he was salty because other niggas got opinions. So let me read that better. My fault. Bink. Willie D just crashed out saying F haters and they sick mamas because he mad. Everybody saying his interview was trash. That is exactly why I said what I said, because unfortunately, that would be a fucked up way to look at it, because people had comments or they had their feelings. If anything, he should say something like, y'all entitled to y'all opinion.
Right.
Remember, I'm new to this. I did record this before the Shannon Sharp interview. but I'm gonna make sure I do a better job next time. But you know, I'm happy that I was able to get an interview with him. It did a lot for my channel. That's how you gracefully deal with that situation. Now start saying fuck you and your mama.
But yeah, so apparently he really does feel like he did an amazing job in that interview. And, you know, the response that he got from it wasn't a response that he thought he was going to get. And he hyped it up. I was seeing how he was promoting the interview. He was talking about how Katt was going to break the interview again, but the internet. But the clips from his show ain't doing the same thing as the clips from Shannon's show, and it ain't definitely doing no rounds on social media like the other shit was on Shannon's show. So, and not to discredit him or anything, it's just that for one, Willie D doesn't have that type of pull that Shannon has as far as like the networks and the corporate backend and shit like that, especially on his platform. And really, he should be proud of the fact that the people pulled up and watch that interview the way that they did. He still got millions of views on that interview. You know what I'm saying? It's still like at what? It's like a 5 million, something like that. Like, you should be proud of that. Just because it's not 50 million views like Shannon Sharp don't mean shit. That's still an accomplishment. You still had a good interview. It still was it's still considered a viral interview, but it's not, it just didn't do the same thing.
Now we know why Willie D ain't married. That nigga be on his dates like, what's your favorite color? You live around here? Like, nigga, you pick me up, motherfucker.
So what type of exercise equipment you use?
Yeah. Okay. Look, no rebuttal to the answer. She like purple. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
So how about your mama? Is she somebody who you look up to?
She like, God damn.
All right. Okay.
She texting her friend like, girl, call me in like 5 minutes and say my kid's dying or some shit.
How do you feel about splitting the deal?
Oh no, I understand. You gotta go. Do your thing. That's all right. We'll hook up another time. No,
hey.
All right,
let me see.
Here go to Steve. Go ahead, G.
Oh, no. I was about to read IVR's comment real quick before we play the video. He said, the real is he was scared to drop the interview first because of the backlash. Shannon had the guts to do it, and now he is in his feelings, even though he had the interview first. Lame-ish. Yeah, see, I didn't know that he had the interview before Shannon did, but Shannon was somebody who mentioned this interview previously, and he just didn't have the name to it. He didn't put a name to it. That was the thing. So he kind of had the better marketing behind it by leaving people to guess who it was. Somebody like Shannon, who already had a lot of top names and A-list comedians, entertainers, and athletes on his show, they like, if he's saying he's about to have a huge interview, we can only guess some of the biggest names. If Willie D does the same shit, they're not gonna guess some of the biggest names out here. They're gonna guess some big names, but not the biggest.
Well, hopefully he get another chance. This is the same nigga with the record saying you a coon, calling out Stephen A and other people.
Yeah.
So it ain't like he ain't got it in him. He ain't got it in him. Yeah, it ain't like he ain't got it in him to, you know, go into some, because even with the Mark Curry shit, he challenged him on a topic that we're gonna talk about too, that I'm glad he challenged him on. Because like I said, give him a chance to get better.
Yeah.
All right. Let's play this Stephen A real quick so we can put this to bed. Pause.
And please do not allow this to be a reflection on my character, because this is not how I act every day. But I mean it from my soul when I say this is the worst human being I've ever known. I don't know of another human being worse than Jason Whitlock.
Damn.
He is a piece of shit. He's the dude that's going to have a funeral and ain't going to be no pallbearers. Might be 2 people to show up. He's that dude. He is the absolute worst. And he lies. And he incriminates. And he tries to set people up to fail, to big up himself because he can't do it on his own. He had a television show. He failed. He's had opportunities one time after another. He doesn't measure up. And now he's coming at the big dog. And let me tell you something right now. I am the big dog. I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one. There's plenty. Skip Bayless, apologies to him too for bringing up Jason Whitlock's name in the same sentence as him. But we all know what time it is. Everyone knows. All the executives at all the networks, they know what a piece of shit he is. And they begged me not to do this. But even my pastor, A.R. Bernard, said, I'm not happy about it.
His pastor.
But every now and then we got to do what we got to do. I promise you, and last to my sister Carmen, I won't do this again. I promise you. I know you cringing. You didn't want me to do this. I'm sorry, sis. It was necessary. He's a sorry, fat piece of shit. A no of the worst order. That's who he is. And I want to make sure everybody knows that. And I said to Isaiah Thomas, and I said to Dan Le Batard, if you care anything about our friendship, don't ever call me about him again. I'm a very forgiving person. Not with him. I don't care what beef I had. I don't care how many of you out there that hate me, whatever, former athletes, all this stuff. Man, please, I'm sorry. Because I certainly don't hate y'all. We might have our differences from time to time, but ain't never that. This is the exception. I hate this.
Well.
Oh, no, man. One more. Just one more. One more real quick.
Fuck it.
One more.
Family, you ready?
Yep.
You ready?
This is my favorite one. We got to play this one.
Did you tell them that once this same article in Deadspin came out, weeks later, you wrote a lengthy apology to me in an email, begging me to forgive you, pointing out how you were betrayed by this particular writer, so you know how I must feel that you betrayed me? Did you tell the folks that? You bitch. Tell them. You fat piece of shit. Did you tell them that? Got the name.
I'm sorry.
You bitch.
That shit right
You
there.
bitch.
That
Man,
shit was so cold.
This shit made me like Stephen A. now,
Piece of
dog. I
shit.
ain't gonna lie. I ain't
Tell
even
him
gonna
that.
lie. I guess I'm with the
Got the
bullshit.
name.
He said, "You bitch." He said
Bro.
that shit with his heart, not with his chest, with his heart.
You know when niggas is being careful with his words too, because he do not want to miss one.
Right?
like, look.
Exactly.
You are a bitch. Your mama is also a bitch.
She should have swallowed, you fat nigga.
You the worst Scrabble player I have ever seen. This nigga just brought up all his personal shit. If I had a card game, you can't come.
Right.
Like, all right, fuck it.
Now,
Yeah, so I don't know I don't know why I got that deep. I really don't understand. So I'm gonna have to care enough to go figure out what they even beefing about.
I've been
That's how
paying
much I don't give a
attention.
fuck.
I've been paying attention a little bit and seeing how Jason is responding and learning that, you know, he reached out to several of these individuals, Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, Jamel Hill, several individuals on the ESPN side, a lot of different sports analysts. He reached out to him to try to work with him. He even tried to put like a panel together himself, and they weren't fucking with him. So, of course, he has like the Riddler mind state right now. Like, oh, they didn't fuck with me, so now I got to get back at them. Like, all these niggas shit on me. I got to try to go hard as I can and do what I do.
I don't know,
But
man.
what
I
El
fuck with
Realist
him
just
now.
said right now, somebody said, is Stephen A. Smith really standing on business for real? Ask the nigga that held up some chicken when he saw him.
Now imagine how threatening. He already tall as a motherfucker. So imagine how threatening that is. He see Corey sitting there eating. He put one hand. You know how niggas get over to you on the table. They put their hands on the table. You sitting there stuck in your chair and shit. He got both hands on the table. He in his ear. Like, listen here, you fat piece of shit. I heard all the shit you've been saying on your motherfucking show. But here I am, baby. You know he called niggas baby. They old niggas.
Yeah.
Here I am, baby. What the fuck you want to do? Corey was like, oh, man, come on, man. You know I'll be, man. I'll just be on that bullshit, man. You know, I'll just be playing, man. You know how Corey started copy please.
He said, look, I'm just eating, man. Look.
Come on, man, baby. Hey, Steven. Come on, baby. Don't do me like he calling him baby back. Baby, don't do me like that, baby. Nigga, he checked your shit probably. All right,
He said, Trey said Sage Steele. You know who Sage Steele is? She's a female commentator on ESPN or sports, whatever it is. She said she felt what he did was she called him out. She said it was unprofessional. It was all this other shit. And somebody simply retweeted that with a picture of her getting her hair felt on live TV by a white man because he asked to feel her hair. And they said, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Why won't people learn that we all can't say shit without some, there is some motherfucking footage of all of us.
Right. Right.
There is no way we can truly talk shit without somebody digging that shit up if they want to.
Be careful with your opinions. That's all.
Especially when you're trying to come for his spot, man, because he solidified in sports.
Hell yeah.
People can talk all the shit they want. That's one of them people that you can't say sports without saying his motherfucking name, man. Real shit. So let's move on from that though. What you think about Torrey Hart going on tour with Katt Williams?
Chess move, man. Chess move. Yeah, she's been trying to do the chess moves ever since she got a divorce from Kevin, and somehow she ain't been moving no goddamn pieces on the board. So
that's Kevin Hart's ex-wife and child's mother, for y'all that need to know. But she's now doing comedy, and she's on tour with Katt Williams.
She's been doing comedy, but the problem is she was hoping that, that last name really did something for her. In my opinion, I guess I don't really follow her like that, so let me not try to put too much on her. But from what I've seen, she seems like the type of person that has been trying to play these chess moves when it comes to, who her famous ex-husband is, and still nothing has come from it. After this tour, we're not going to see no clips of Torrey Hart jokes. We haven't over the past 10, 15 years. She's been doing comedy for a long time. Tell me a Torrey Hart joke. And this ain't me taking up for Kevin either. This is just that type of shit where I hate when people pull moves like that for the clout they don't need. Like, you try to have people pull up to the comedy show to watch your act when you're not funny. You're just gonna have more people find out you're not fucking funny. That's all that is.
Patrice O'Neal, babe or girlfriend, start heavily being in the comedy after he passed, and it's just another one that you get a little respect for being, his girl or whatever, but you ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? She's a lot. She's always on Godfrey podcast too. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I forgot her fucking name.
Who?
But Patrice O'Neal's they was, acting like wifey and they was acting like husband and wife, but they wasn't married when he was still alive. But she did comedy since then and just can't get, she can't use the name of Patrice to get on. Oh, Vaughn, yeah, that's her name, Vaughn DiCarlo.
Binky said, why work with your ex's ops? Man, if only people knew how much people did that type of shit. Freddie going through it right now. Freddie Gibbs dealing with that shit. His newest baby mom, she over there working with Freddie Gibbs or with Benny the Butcher right now.
Them
niggas, but this is the thing. Them niggas actually jumped them niggas and snatched the chain off of her neck. Like, he actually robbed this bitch. But it's like that doesn't matter. Her vendetta against her baby dad who don't want to be with her no more outweighs all that shit to the point where she can link up with niggas that literally beat the hell out of her baby dad and robbed her.
But this the point though, right? This is what I believe, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. The niggas who end up with my ex bitch or my baby mama or my chick I fucked before, y'all ain't. I'm a boss player. Like, nigga, this shit don't matter to me. Like, you not dealing. You take a bitch that's mine, and then maybe I'll be upset. You get what I'm saying? Take a woman as mine, not a chick I done had. That shit
it's not
don't
even
even
it's not
faze
even
me.
so much so as that I feel like he gives a shit. It's more so just showing the integrity of the bitch that he was with. And this is the type of person that they have always been. You just got to open up the opportunity for them to do so.
But,
you know what I'm
saying? Your biggest enemies are your biggest enemies because they was once loved you. You know, they once wasn't the worst motherfucker ever. You get what I'm saying? The people that are the most hurt are the ones that's gonna do the shysteiest shit. Because she probably once was somebody who would have did anything for Kevin. And it didn't go her way. Now she hates the nigga. Now it don't matter what she do now because she wants him to feel like she had failed. But that ain't gonna help. You know what you doing ain't gonna be that ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's comedy beef. Like this ain't no real shit. You know what I mean? Like who cares? Like, and that's years ago. He been away from her so many years that how could he care?
They asked him, TMZ asked him, they said, how do you feel about Tori Hart going on a tour with Katt Williams? She said, you know, best of luck to her. Hope she kills it out there. He knows that bitch ain't funny. He don't give a shit. He's like, congrats, motherfucker. I hope it works out for you. You've been trying to do this shit for a long time. People still don't know you're a comedian. They only know you as Kevin Hart's ex-wife. You've been going on stages for over a decade now. Cannot name one joke. Not one. Not even a clip. That don't nobody even post clip. You don't even post clips of your stand-up shit. You know you trash. Stop it.
And then it's the same dude who shit on Tiffany Haddish for being trash at comedy. You know what I'm saying? So how many women have you passed over that is funny that deserve a spot on your tour to put on Kevin shit?
See, somebody asked, he said, is it a chess move for Katt or a chess move for her? Well, for her, she thinks she's playing chess. For Katt, he's definitely playing chess, but he's playing it in a way where it'll backfire because there are definitely a lot more female comedians that he could have put in that spot to actually make the tour worthwhile. I think people will go just because of the name and be like, oh, we just want to see what she's got to say. Maybe she has some jokes about her ex-husband. Then they realize even those is trash.
It's even corny on Katt part. So I can't look at it like a chess move. It look corny.
Yeah.
Cause if we competing, like this is the type of shit you doing. How about you just boss up and do some major shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this ain't the shit that you.
And to be honest, they're not competing. They're not competing. Kevin and as far your opinion about their comedy is subjective, but when it comes to career,
this smart as fuck. I ain't even think.
And what niggas have achieved, Kevin he understands he's in a whole different realm. That's why I said, I was like, see, it's not that Katt was wrong about Kevin, and it's not about whether you back Katt or not. I said Kevin was the person that went on that Unleashed or whatever the NBA show was to respond to Katt because he feels like he's bigger than life. And he can just go respond on a big platform and it'll be like, yeah, you know, I'm the shit. I'm Kevin. I can do that. But at the same time, it ain't going to hit harder than a Katt Williams, you know what I'm saying, a quote about you because this nigga was keeping it real. He ain't got to be censored or he ain't got to do no half-assed, you know what I'm saying, throw shade type jokes and not even really, you know what I'm saying? Like Katt will directly address your ass, which is what will attract the people even more.
Hey, say his name, GMS.
That raw.
Hey,
that
yo.
raw.
Hey, yo. You thought I couldn't read, nigga. I just didn't want to say that shit. The only motive for fucking with your ops ex is to get all the personals and private secrets on your op so you can drive the knife in deeper when you get a chance to. I ain't even think about that, but that's some chess shit right there. I ain't even think about that, dog. You definitely fucking right, because that bitch gonna tell all your goddamn business. Goddamn. All your sexual shit, all the shiesty shit, all your insecurities, all your like, you know, whatever. Nigga, that shit,
But you also got to think about how long her and Kevin ain't been together. She probably already told all that business already. That shit probably already in the streets, marinated already. She ain't nothing new she could tell him, really, in this day and age.
That's true.
Unless this nigga spun the block and smashed in the last 5 years. I'm pretty sure all that business is out in the street. She done burned out all her chess moves. That's why I'm saying she thinks she playing chess. But trust me, it ain't gonna work out in her favor.
I don't even care that much about her. Now, let's move on though. Let's get back on the Willie D interviews.
Yeah.
Because I really want to talk about something that Mark Curry said. This shit was kind of crazy how it came out too. So Mark Curry was asked, we're going to play the clip. Matter of fact, we're going to play the clip and then we're going to talk about it. So this is Mark Curry on Willie D.
They ever try to make you wear a dress?
I did wear a dress one time. Only reason I did it, one time. Only reason I did it. Only reason. I told him I never wear a dress, but
Hey, pause,
it was with Sherman Hemsley.
And what was the
Oh,
situation?
The
that
situation was
Anytime this nigga said, the only reason, you know some fuck shit about this. Now I did it, but
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing it, but I'm gonna tell you why I laughed so hard when I watched this because of what you said earlier today. I'm like, nigga said he had a reason. I was trying to hear the reason. I was like, when the reason coming in? when is his reason?
Zen, thank you, Zen. I was gonna go there. I ain't know if everybody knew that.
Yeah, bro. That's why I was
Yeah,
like, I
Sherman
said, when's the reason
Bro.
coming in, my nigga?
Bro, that reason made it worse. Dawg said the only
reason I did it.
reason.
only reason. I told him I never wear a dress, but it was with Sherman
Hold on,
Hemsley.
look at Willie D face.
And what was it?
That's disappointment. That is a face of disappointment.
He said this nigga for the bullshit with me.
Oh my God. He was hurt. Look, the whole interview was going fine in Willie D eyes. He knew what his nigga's favorite color was, what he liked to eat. He knew all this good shit about him until this moment. He like,
had no
"Dang."
idea this nigga put on a dress. This broke his heart. Nigga.
It broke his
Look how the camera switched over to him.
look. He
Well, I
can't
never
even
wear a
fix his
dress,
face.
but
No, he
it was Sherman Hemsley.
Sherman Hill.
And what was the situation?
The situation was I wanted Sherman Hemsley was a landlord or something, and so I had to dress up as a woman to convince him. And it was a funny scene. So I said, "Now I don't do dresses, homie." But I said, "With Sherman Hemsley, I'll do it."
Do you regret
Hold
doing
on,
it?
pause,
no,
man.
no,
Pause.
because
It gets worse.
I don't do dress. Listen, he took a stance. Hey, man, I don't do dresses, homie. They was like, it's
Bro.
Sherman Hemsley. He was like, oh, you ain't say that.
That's like
Hold on,
that's
you
like
didn't
me.
say that.
Hey, that's like me saying. Hey, man, I don't rock with no LGBTQ shit. You feel me? I don't do no features
It's
or nothing.
Prince.
But if Frank Ocean hit me up, I'm gonna be in the studio with him.
Dog,
All right.
he switched in no time. They said it's Sherman. He's a Hemsley. He finished the
He
shit.
finished the last day.
George Jefferson, amen. Deacon Fryer.
Sign me up, nigga. Show
All
me
right.
to the dress, nigga.
Fish don't
Because it was
fry in the
Sherman
kitchen.
Hemsley.
Listen
Go
to
ahead.
how worse it got because of how he explained it. What happened after. This is what he explained. What happened in the scene. What actually had to happen. This shit. Paul.
He was a legend, and I said if I could do something funny with him, and I had to beat him off of me. It was hella funny, and so I didn't regret it.
He had to beat him off of him.
And he said because of that, he didn't regret it.
I had to beat him off of me. It was hella funny, and so I didn't regret it. That's the only time.
Sherman loved that scene, nigga. He said, "Come here, little nigga. I got something for you."
And, hey, Mark Curry like 6'4", 6'5".
Oh my god.
Sherman Hemsley like 5'4", climbing on this nigga.
He grabbing all nuts.
All
My
nuts.
dad, only time, and I got a story.
He
for the
lifting
dress
this
story
shit
that
with
really
his
blow your
head and
mind.
shit.
Joanna Man. Remember the show, the movie
Oh,
Joanna Man?
Yeah.
That was up. It was my movie. It was between me and Miguel Nunez.
Right.
They said, we like you. You know, it's between you and him. So we sitting in there in the makeup room. They said, this audition. Okay, here we go. We got to save your eyebrows. I said, what? I said, no, you ain't saving my motherfucking eyebrows. I said, nah, we ain't doing that. Miguel Nunes said, I'll do it. He shaved his eyebrows, got the part.
Yeah.
I said, nah. I told him, I ain't shaving my eyebrows, and I ain't got the part. Nigga, you out of your mother mind, you.
He said, hold up, man. I'm sorry, Mark.
Hey, this shit ain't, the math ain't mathing on this one, dog.
Yeah. So you say that because it was Sherman Hemsley, you decided you wanted to put on the dress and you did it, and you had to beat him off of you in the scene, and you enjoyed it, and you didn't regret it. You jumped to the opportunity. You said a dress? Fuck no, I'm not putting on a dress. It's Sherman Hemsley. Put it on me. But then when you go out for a role to actually play a nigga in cross dress to try to be in the league, your cutoff is eyebrows, nigga. Fucking eyebrows,
bro.
What?
That shit is the most damaging motherfucking part. Dog, out of all of the niggas who wore dresses and had to make an excuse, that is by far the worst motherfucking one. That is by far the worst motherfucking one. Then like you said, he had to read the script. They said, hey, Mark, we got a script for you. You're going to play a cross-dressing basketball player that plays in a female basketball league. All you got to do is dress and act and live like a bitch. He was like, okay, cool. When do I come and read? He's like, Thursday at 12. He's like, I'll be there. So he reading. He probably done been reading for days. He like, girl. No, we going to win this game. I just got to change my pad real quick. He done read all these lines and shit. Then they're like, oh, Mark, you're doing well, man. We're just going to need you to do one thing, man. We're going to need you to probably shave your eyebrows down because we want to draw some better ones back on you. He said, wait a minute. Ain't nobody telling me about no shit like that.
Not the eyebrow. He said,
I said, hell no. Look, and then he tried to get masculine with the shit now. I said, nigga, hell no, you ain't touching my motherfucking eyebrows.
Now, if you remember,
then he tried to shit on old boy, like, what's the other nigga name? Nunez, whatever fuck that nigga name.
Yeah, Miguel Nunez.
He said he'll do it. Like, nigga, you was
ready
for the say, yeah,
you read that script under the bus. And you read the scene where you had to be Tommy Davidson Jr.'s love interest, nigga, and you had to fight him off you just like he was trying to fight off Sherman Hemsley. So you was all for it. You was like, wait, I ain't got to kiss a nigga. It's just gonna be some flirting. All right, cool. I'm cool with that,
bro.
I will say this though.
Hold on, you gotta play that video again too, because I gotta hear. Y'all gotta see how Willie D, after he make his fucking explanation, you gotta hear Willie D at least at the end. That was the one good question this nigga asked. So we gotta play that again if you can pull it back up, G.
Yep, I got you.
But finish saying what you were saying. My bad.
Basically, Miguel Nunez, I feel like he was one of the people that got really tried by Hollywood, because if y'all remember his characters, he's played quite a few moist characters. He wasn't just Joanna Man, but he was the nigga in Life that played Bernie Mac's bitch, and he played that role so well you actually thought he was getting his salad tossed in prison. So I'm just saying, but he was one of those people that definitely jumped for those roles.
But he was okay with doing that. But who else was okay with doing it until it came to his eyebrows?
What's this nigga?
I'm just saying. So I want y'all to hear. Matter of fact, let's play it. Can we play the whole thing, or are we doing too much clip wise? No, we'll play it from him explain for him saying, you know, we'll play it from where we left off. Fuck that.
Let's do the whole thing. You ready?
Yeah.
They ever try to make you wear a dress?
I did wear a dress one time. Only reason I did it, one time. Only reason I did it. Only reason. I told him I'd never wear a dress, but it was with Sherman Hemsley.
And what was the situation?
The situation was Sherman Hemsley was a landlord or something, and so I had to dress up as a woman to convince him. And it was a funny scene. So I said, "Now I don't do dresses, homie." But I said, "With Sherman Hemsley,
I said that's so gangster."
Do you regret doing it?
No, because it was with Sherman Hemsley. He was a legend, and I said if I could do something funny with him, and I had to beat him off of me. It was hella funny, and so I didn't regret it. That's the only time I did that. Only time. And I got a story for the dress story, gonna really blow your mind. Joanna Man. Remember the show Joanna?
His mind was already blown.
That was up. It was
he was.
You didn't have
this
to blow
story-
my mind any further, nigga.
Willie was done at that point. He was like, "You already blew my mind. What more can you tell me?"
my movie. It was between me and Miguel Nunez.
Right.
They said, "We like you." You know, it's between you and him. So we sitting in there in the makeup room. They said, this audition. Okay, here we go. We got to save your eyebrows. I said, what? I said, no, you ain't saving my motherfucking eyebrows. I said, nah, we ain't doing that. Miguel Nunez said, I'll do it. He saves his eyebrows, got the part.
Yeah.
I said, no. I told him, I ain't shaving my eyebrows, and I ain't got the part. Nigga, you out of your mother mind, you
hear
weird
this
freaks.
shit? Now he's saying if he got the part, he would have shaved his fucking eyebrows.
Weird, and then he called them weird freaks.
Hold on, no, keep it playing, G. We got to keep it going.
That was it.
No, that's it.
That was the end of the clip.
Damn.
Or I can
G.
I
no, don't worry about it, because I wanted y'all to hear because
what Willie said afterwards.
Yeah, because Willie D was like, nigga, didn't you say that you agree that it's an agenda?
I got
and if so, why the fuck would you do that? You know what I'm saying? Which was a good question. He said, if you know it's a damn agenda to emasculate black men, why would you do that? He asked him that. So that, to me, that was a great question following that whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because he was sounding crazy the way he was answering that fucking question, bro.
Bro, this nigga said, and I ain't got the part. If he would have got the part first and they said, shave your eyebrows, we would have saw this nigga in goddamn Joanna Man with his eyebrows drawn on.
I got you. Here we go.
All right.
I got it up. I'm quick on my feet.
He saves his eyebrows, got the part.
Yeah.
I said, no. I told him, I ain't shaving my eyebrows, and I ain't got the part. Nigga, you out of your mother mind, you weird freaks.
Do you think there's an agenda to emasculate black men?
Definitely.
In Hollywood?
Definitely. You've seen it. You've seen it. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the movie Panther. The movie came out, was incredible, powerful.
Oh shit. Oh shit, GMS. This is why you cut the clip
off. Technical difficulties.
Hey,
I don't know what's happening to the video. It's just going. Look, it's backwards. I can't look.
Hey, yo, hold on, dog. Hell no. I ain't realize that shit. Pause that shit. Do y'all realize this nigga just talking about I found it? This is the same shit we've been playing. GMS has been turning this shit off right before he about to go into his Black Panther fucking.
This was convenient for you, AB. Because I told AB,
I wasn't even thinking about that shit.
I got the proof. I said I was gonna clip something and put it on Twitter.
We sitting here looking at the whole 15 minutes watched. You've been playing this same shit.
No, I haven't.
You knew you had the extra minutes, and you cut that shit off right by Black Panther.
Now I gotta prove myself. I gotta prove that this did not happen the way.
No, you is man. You fired, nigga. You also
look. I'm trying. Look. Please believe me.
He said, "Oh, I found it again. I'm quick on my feet." No, this nigga.
Nope. I gotta prove I'm right. Show him the screen, nigga. Show him the screen. Show him the screen.
Right,
I'm about to prove I'm right.
Here you go. Go ahead.
See? Only one.
I don't see. I don't see. What are you showing us, nigga? I don't know what you showing.
That's the clip we watched.
And I ain't got the part.
See,
nigga, you out of your mother. Weird freaks.
You is quick on your feet.
I'm quick on my feet. All right,
hey, but you conveniently, hold on. You conveniently, even though you a smart dude, so I know you seen the whole thing, and I know you heard that there was more content to be found in that clip. But you said, for selfish reasons, I'm gonna cut it off right here because I don't want to give AP no motherfucking ammunition for him to go in on this Black Panther bullshit. I guarantee you, dog, that's crazy. Bro.
I refuse.
And guess what? His take on the movie was just as bad. So, anyways, let that shit ride. We gotta let this play, man. I'm gonna shut up because I really want y'all to focus on Willie D on this one.
Movie came out, was incredible, powerful, shit. That movie was the most incredible movie ever. Look, the second one that came out, it wasn't even a black man in the movie. What? You don't think that's imagery? Come on now. That was the most powerful movie you ever seen. A black man vibrating. Damn, what is this? Why you think Avatar came out and it stretched 3 hours? That nigga said, I'm gonna put another hour on Avatar so we can blow this shit out. Ain't nothing, this shit is too powerful. What the fuck is beautiful? Black man, these powerful people, black powerful, come out the next movie, ain't no dudes in the mother movie. What?
Hey,
Yes,
pause it
come
real
on.
quick. Let's
Okay,
talk
so
about
having
that real
said
quick. Because that is true. That's a good point.
Yeah,
The
it's very
first Black
female
Panther,
dominated.
first Black Panther did a lot and made a lot of black people proud, and it felt good to see and watch that. And it probably was the first time it was ever shown in that level of the beauty of a place that is supposed to be the motherland, right? And then they come out with Avatar 2, and they went in extra hard to try to, like, you know, make they shit up there. And it was good as fuck. The second Avatar was good. And then they dropped the second Black Panther. Now, we ain't got to go long on that, but it did not hold up. And like
It was just more ass and titties. Y'all niggas wanted to see a nigga in tights with a bulge out doing kickflips and punch niggas in the face and shit.
Listen,
All
you get off on watching bull daggers. You know what I'm saying? Bull daggers in fucking Transformer costumes. Not me.
Bald-headed, spirited motherfucker.
Nigga, they had a bitch with a robot, and a robot had dreads. Nigga, you should be offended, motherfucker.
I would.
But so the and they was on a slave ship battling for an hour and a half. Think they showed you a motherfucking slave revolt in real time.
The niggas was getting their ass beat by the
Getting their ass
colonizers.
beat and drowned and died in them same oceans, man. Come on, man. That shit was horrible. So anyways, not going in on that, but Mark Curry making a good point that the imagery was some whole shit. So now he done, you see how clever Mark tried to take it from dresses and try to switch it over to the imagery of black men being taken out of a powerful film. Let's get back on the dresses, goddammit. Go ahead, Jim.
All right.
Why would you allow them to do the dress scene? Why would you do the dress scene if you know that
Willie was bothered?
He like, fuck all that. I heard what you said, but
you know, emasculate black men. Why would you get him any ammunition?
Because my ammunition, because you can't, I had a Teflon vest on because I showed my masculinity. I showed who I was. And the reason I had the dress on, I wanted to work with Sherman Hemsley. I thought it would be, I loved him, and he was physical, and he was trying to attack me. And so we was fighting. I said, that's funny to me. And when I went in to do that scene, I remember we got into it with the network because they wanted full makeup. Me and the makeup dude, I put the wig on. He said, I said, that's all right, nigga. I ain't doing all that shit. He said, I remember he got to the network, Mark, but they have to put, I said, if I'm the one putting this makeup on in the scene, I wouldn't do it right. I said, give me this goddamn, I did it my own self. They were mad as shit. I remember that.
Mark said, can't nobody do my makeup like me. Y'all niggas ain't touching my face.
Dog, this shit,
hey, man, shout out to Mark Curry, man.
I was so shocked, dog. I think Mark Curry's a funny-ass comedian.
Yeah.
I am from that era watching Hanging with Mr. Cooper, man. I ain't never seen no chinks in his armor. I'm going to keep it real. He never strike me as one of them types, but hey, man, the proof in the pudding, man. These niggas would do, you know, they would compromise themselves. And again, we don't know if it's just young, naive thoughts trying to get out of their circumstances, try to make it out the ghetto, man. I don't know what put you in that mode to do certain shit. So I don't want to be too judgmental.
Yeah.
Because if you came from absolute nothing and you struggling in life, and the worst shit you can say you did was wear a dress for 5 minutes. The problem with these type of things is the clip lasts forever. The image and the imagery lasts forever. And what the statements you're making to the people that's watching it lasts forever. That's why it's important. You might only wore a dress for 5 minutes. You might only did it because you wanted to work with Sherman Hemsley, which is crazy just by itself. You might only put your own makeup on because you be goddamn if another nigga do it. Like whatever you want to say to make this shit sound better. The fact that you had 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes in the dress on television with another man trying to do things to you sexually, imagery is just as destructive as Black Panther 2 or anything else you want to throw out there. The shit bad. You know what I'm saying? But I want to bring up something that y'all ain't nobody been talking about, and I don't know how the fuck we ain't never covered this. I finally watched the Tasha K interview with Brother Bilal, which is Will Smith's childhood homeboy, who also been his personal assistant for years. Dog, when he said what he was saying about Will, about Dwayne Martin, about Jada, about Puffy, dog, that interview should be taken seriously. Some people think Tasha K is like not to be trusted because she got sued by Cardi B, because she was out there saying that Cardi B had a STD. And Cardi B sued her and she won the lawsuit. I wouldn't doubt that allegedly someone in Cardi's position has the kind of money to get a doctor or a clinic or anybody to fake test results to win a case. And knowing her lifestyle and where she come from, just as a young nigga fucking these hoes, you don't make it out the game without catching no goddamn disease. Hopefully you only catch some curable shit. But I'm telling you, you don't make it out the game fucking like that without catching something, or you a goddamn lie. So I don't see her. I don't look at Tasha K, as messy as she is, as somebody who was lying per se. You know what I'm saying? She was going off her little gossipy ass information. So she also interviewed R. Kelly brother. That was messy. But that nigga wasn't lying on his brother.
Yeah.
And this nigga brother Bilal, man, if y'all watch this video and y'all got good discernment, this nigga's not lying on Will, goddamn it, allegedly. He's saying some shit and he holding back. He's not saying it all. But even in that, he said that he walked in on Dwayne Martin power driving Will. Like we gave TD, flack for being a power bottom, but apparently Will is like that too. And not only did Dwayne supposedly got walked in on him like that, allegedly, but Jada likes to strap on and drill him too. And I told y'all this shit when we talked about that Red Table Talk, when she was openly talking about her fling with a homeboy, and Will was just sitting there looking like a sick puppy. I told y'all the only reason he's sitting there like that is because she knows what she do to him. She knows what she's seen him do. That's what I said. If y'all go back and watch, I guarantee you the only nigga that can sit there and his wife can just, I fucked the nigga. Yeah. on live TV and just talking how she was talking crazy because she's like, I dare you to say something, nigga.
What did I say, bro? What did I said this shit. I said this shit months ago. I said, it dawned on me because the questions, when you start seeing people wonder why somebody is doing something, it's because of something we don't know. If you're wondering why this woman is just coming out saying all this stuff about somebody and why this is happening, why are you emasculating this man? Why are you giving this information to the public? Why are you being so freely with the information about your family's business, blah, blah, blah. I said it's probably and then the other question that is on top of that is, and why is Will taking it this way? Why is Will not standing up for himself? Why is he this and that? Because she knows something. She knows something that the world doesn't know.
But that ain't even the biggest secret, dog. It ain't just that I know you did some gay shit.
chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Then Martin bit the nigga right over the stool. Then a couple of guys walked right in and started making trouble. No, Will. Why?
now we know why his dad wouldn't fuck with him.
Oh, man.
No, let me stop playing. Why my dad don't love me, man? That's why. Let me stop playing. All right, so look, he also said that he beat the dog shit out of Jada because he walked in on her fucking Mark Anthony, the next singer that J-Lo was married to, her baby daddy. I think she got kids with him. So he in there smashing Jada at his crib, and that's what made him lose it. So allegedly he beat the fuck out of her. And we all got on her case about her plastic surgery. According to homie, that was to cover up her motherfucking scars from her ass whooping.
Damn. And what she say? She said she used to wake up in the morning and try to fight just to get out of bed. She said it was hard to get out of bed every morning. She had to fight. She said she just was struggle. She just couldn't get up. She was just fell into depression.
Man. Hey, listen. When they be now I almost want to go back. I don't care. I can't listen to her long, but I almost want to go back and read between the lines now. Because you know when you hear shit like that, and now you hear a motherfucker speaking around shit, it start to fit. She like, yeah, and then it just took me months and months to recover. Recover from what, bitch?
So why you think she has such an incredible attachment to someone like Tupac? Somebody who is visually, a man's man, or even behind the scenes, apparently he was somebody that stood on, his morals and his integrity. It wasn't just when it came to the music, it was a persona, but when it came to how he interacted with people and how he treated people, you kind of, you hear the same things from the people he interacted with. So it was like going from being around, or, let's just say that they were that close, going from being around somebody like that and revering somebody like that and loving somebody like that, to going to the nigga that was just, trying to rap and then stumbled upon a party with Quincy Jones, and they said, hey, you don't have any acting experience. Let me put you in the middle of this room. Have you heard that story?
Yeah, that came out of me.
Do you understand how crazy that sounds?
It sounded even crazier back then.
That they just put him in a room. He said, you got 10 minutes. You want to audition? Yeah, audition right now. This was people that already knew they wanted to put him in that position. It just turned out that Will was actually somebody who turned out to be an incredible actor. They really was just trying to be like, we gonna put him in this position, do X, Y, Z, and try to fondle where they could. But it turned out he actually got good at what he did. It was just a weird story how they took somebody who had no acting experience and made him the lead actor and the star of a TV show.
What if the key to being an excellent actor is sodomy?
Sodomy.
What if the secret to being the best basketball player on earth is what if being the biggest and best songwriter of all time?
Whoa, calm down, Happy Anansi.
I'm just saying it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that everybody that's the best at what they do got these things to speak on. You know what I'm saying? Kind of makes you wonder. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't shit. If anybody want to know why I ain't talented, God damn it, that's why. Because Sherman Hemsley or no goddamn body gonna make me switch the fuck up.
Nah, not at all.
But let me say this, man, because I ain't gonna lie. I was caught up in watching that shit like couldn't, even though, again, like Irene said, that's old news. It didn't feel like old news to me because he was being very fucking clear and detailed in what he was saying. This is a man who was literally close to this dude his whole life, you know, for the larger point of his life and that their marriage. He was saying things that should get him killed, should get him, you know, things. And he don't even live in the country. Like, so
that makes
he
a
was
whole
spilling
lot
the
of difference.
beans. That nigga was spilling the beans.
That makes a hell of a lot of difference.
They try to shit on him and fuck his money up. So that's what made him say, "Oh hell no, fuck it then." So he on fuck it time. That's another thing.
Wait, what you mean? They tried to. So the reason why, because we're under the impression, for the most part, the masses that don't really know or even watch the interview, we don't know why he came out of nowhere and just started saying all this bullshit. This is like Kevin Hart's assistant that went on Tasha K and started spilling the beans. Like, why did he start doing that?
Bro, this is a 30-year friend on top of just an assistant. This is a guy who you put on as your homie and you give him a job, and then he excels at that job and works with you in close quarters for years and years. He keeps your secrets. Hold on.
Is he gay?
Think about it. No, well, I don't know. I don't trust none of these niggas, right?
Anyway, keep going.
The way he explained it how a nigga would that ain't with that. Like listen, again, your discernment has to come in at some point when you listen to people talk. That's why when Mark Curry was talking, I'm like side-eyeing this nigga, like,
yeah,
I don't know. But then when I heard homie brother Bilal speaking, I don't think he is that way, but I think he compromised his beliefs by allowing these things to be around him.
He kind of gives me Flame from Soul Plane vibes.
But that's how he looked. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you look at how I do,
maybe I got to watch the interview because the clips that I saw, his mannerisms, the way that he was telling the story, he's kind of buck-eyed and too, you know, it just seemed a little flamboyant. Maybe I got to watch the interview.
I seen some of that too. But again, man, it's hard to tell these days with these niggas, man. I really don't know what to think.
I was thinking maybe he wanted Dwayne Martin to be the one bending him over, so he was the one out here talking
jealous
shit
on some jealous
Will shit. But
bro, he explains why. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember, but it was something along the lines of he professionally got his business that he developed through working with them. They shut him down and didn't co-sign his life's work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I became a product placer in Hollywood for stars, and then when y'all not fucking with me no more because I seen too much, or y'all, you know, I'm coming in between y'all relationship or whatever the fuck. I don't know what he was saying, but he was saying once they start fucking his bread up, and he tried to call Will, because this is like your homie, one of your longtime friends is trying to hit you, and you just ignoring this nigga over and over, and you basically let his money fuck up on some personal shit that you got with your wife or whatever. I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but it sound enough to make a nigga salty. Now, I wouldn't move like he moving, but he sound like he legitimately pissed off, and the gloves came off on some fuck you then, nigga.
Well, because he kept going after they threatened to sue him. So I was like, after he kept going after that, I was like, well, damn, well.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like
right.
Bro, when the gloves is off, they fucking off. It could be your family member, your friend, your ex-wife, you know, people, when they finally say fuck you, they be like, fuck you, you know. And
Charlie Mack's gonna get that nigga yoked.
That's another nigga who, you know, saying, you know what I'm saying? He put that nigga out there as an informant and all kind of nigga. He was saying so much shit. If I was taking notes, our shit would have looked like Binky shit last week. Like, I would have so many goddamn bullet points on that damn interview. But the reason that shit correlates to this conversation tonight is Katt Williams been exposing niggas for years.
Mm-hmm.
He been exposing Hollywood for years. He been better at calling names out. He been better at giving hints to what's really going on. And then you take that and then you put that with what Brother Bilal was saying about Will and them. It's just starting to look like the whole game, from music to everything else, is on that type of time. And a lot of our athletes go to them same parties and be on that same weird ass shit.
Yeah. And with this, when we talk about people coming out and exposing people on this Brother Bilal situation, right here in correlation with Katt Williams, you have the DC Curry DC Curry show, DC Curry TV, and he, you know, speaks about a lot of shit. The woman that is sitting to the right of him in the black in the bucket hat, her name is Cookie Hall. She used to be a writer, and she used to be on Katt's tours back in the day or whatever, or whenever she used to be. She went on his show, and because Katt has been going viral and he's been doing these things, she decided to reveal to the public that Katt not only stole one of her jokes, but Katt is also a parent, allegedly a woman beater. And this is what she had to say right here.
But in the meantime, in between time, ladies and gentlemen, Cookie, what's happening?
Nothing, man.
You toured with Katt.
Yeah, I toured with him. That's why that gas joke is my motherfucking joke.
Oh!
That's my joke. I did that joke on a 100 city tour with him. I was the opener. I did the gas joke with no other nigga doing comedy doing the gas jokes. And all them books you read, nigga, you did not come up with that joke. I don't care what nobody says.
So
my joke.
obviously you and
They
Katt-
just, you know, they just use different words. They revamped it. Even when he walk up and he go 20 on 11, bitch. I go black people only put 10 on their car. Give me 10 on that Escalade and I walk away. You know,
I've heard people
And-
steal my joke and do that. Well,
yeah.
you DC, you said OJ. I said Orenthal.
Yeah.
That nigga funny.
Now you also wrote the Katt, right?
Yeah, I used to write. Actually, I used to write for him. He paid me well. I
Yeah.
can't say that he didn't.
Okay.
But the reason, the reason I got away from Katt is because Katt beat women.
Take your time now. Wait a minute. Take
Ooh.
time.
Whoa. What?
He beat.
Hey, DC really an old school nigga because he knew what she was finna say before she said it. He started talking right before she even finished the sentence. She knew.
You know,
what
the
he knew
reason
was coming.
I got away from Katt is because Katt beat women.
Take your time now. Wait a minute. Take
Ooh.
time.
Whoa. What?
He beat.
Yeah, our ratings go up.
Wait, man.
Yeah, he beat women. That's
What
why
you
I
mean he
had to
beat
give-
women?
I mean,
I don't want to be messy now.
I'm not being messy when I'm telling the
Did he-
truth.
did
Didn't he say
that's
he did hear the
that's
truth?
code word for I
Did he
want to
say
be
that,
messy.
huh?
Goddamn.
He ain't put it
Right.
on.
I don't want to be messy, but
I don't
want to
be. Hey man, that's that women. Just let them women in there talk.
Right.
You
Hell,
hear this fucking-
motherfucking no. Is that nigga still walking?
Ooh.
Dang.
Oh, you
I
look like
punched
you
that
just
nigga
fat.
in the stomach like he was talking about sex.
Damn, DC, calm down, relax.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
So we.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back
Yeah, let's-
to
wait a
Katt
minute.
hitting women because I like Katt. So was it that the female hit him and he hit her
Did I
back?
say that? What did I say? How you gonna question what I say? I was there.
Okay.
I was there. I seen it. I patched bitches up.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh.
Damn.
Don't tell me
Ooh.
what I seen.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? You defending people. You defending people. I'm defending some people.
I ain't
Not
defending.
you. Not you. I'm
Okay,
talking
okay.
about him. He
Okay.
defending certain people. I'm defending people. He used to beat women. I hang out with women. That's because you beat on them. You find the
All right.
ones you can beat on, and you fucking beat.
Well,
Okay.
is that what does that go with him being a pimp? Because pimps generally that kind of go with
Did that go
with the
Diddy
job
being a
title.
pimp? Did
I mean,
it go
I'm
with
not,
Diddy
I'm
being a
not,
pimp?
I'm not, I'm not excusing the behavior, but being that he say he's a pimp, doesn't that kind of go with the job title?
The character was a pimp.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So
That's
he's
what-
not actually a pimp.
No.
Well, can I say
Okay.
this? I mean, I would like to say this, and I mean, and I'm not saying that you are. I'm not denying your accusations, but why now? If you've always known that, and I've seen you, and you've had a platform, why now that he's quote unquote viral, bring that out?
Why did he go back and bring up a bunch
Because-
of bullshit?
That's not. I'm not asking him that
Because
question.
now-
I'm asking you
now it's
why
relevant.
now.
Now-
Because
now
I
it's
got a
relevant.
platform.
Yeah.
Okay, then say it. Okay. Oh,
I'm trying
I'm
to
not
get
saying
my
that.
views
Okay.
up.
I'm just asking.
Okay, what answer do you? I'm trying to get my views
No, don't give me
up.
that answer I want.
I'm trying to go out on
Now,
tour.
it's relevant.
Okay.
It's relevant now after he
But
said what he
if
said.
you're against it, then why not be there? Why not? That's to me, and not just you. That's the same guy who's coming out against Diddy. Talking about, well, I got more in my book. I don't understand why human beings can carry something know that's morally wrong, and then you wait till it hits or something's hot. Just be, if you're gonna be 10 toes down with good, then be 10 toes down with good. Don't wait till something
Well,
goes
hold on,
viral,
hold on,
something
hold
like
on,
that.
hold
That's
on,
what I'm saying.
hold on.
Hey, he
No,
kicking
hell
that
yeah.
game.
Hell
He
yeah,
kicking that
bitch.
game.
Why
Don't
you
tell
ain't
him to
say
hold
them
up
hoes?
now.
Yeah, why you ain't say them hoes when they was under duress, motherfucker? You ain't go stop and jump on Katt back and none of that shit, bitch.
This is what I'm
You let the
saying.
shit yeah, look, she said she was patching bitches up like that was her job.
Right.
Like she came in with a little first aid kit and shit, bitch. You knew your role. Now all of a sudden you bringing it up now.
And he keeping it real. And it's like when people bring in logic to a situation where somebody clearly is saying something because it's convenient, they get irritated. Now
Oh,
watch
I
that.
come out and said Katt did a lot of good, but he come out and talk about other people. So why can't she come out and tell her truth when he telling his so-called truth?
I didn't say she's wrong. I just asked her what was the reason for that.
Like she has no right.
She got a right to respond to
Yeah,
whatever she wanted.
but I'm just saying, she gave me an answer she wanted. Cloud is viral. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm just giving you the answers that's gonna get the comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, then also when you open,
I won't disagree with that. With
yeah.
regards to this show,
Right.
we were fortunate enough to get her on. She
she's always been
toured
coming in
with
here
Katt.
Yeah.
So she has personal
Inside
recollections
I
of what
agree.
occurred.
But look, man.
So in other words, she got hired for that show to come on there and talk about Katt personal business. That's really what the end of the day. That's why DC Curry knew Don, DC Curry, if you care. That's why he knew where it was going, because that was the point. We brought her here to be messy. Because he said, I don't want to be messy. I want her to be messy and I want to get paid for the shit. You know what I'm saying? So he brought her on there to be messy. She knew what she was there for. Homie cut through with some logic because he didn't know the plan.
Right.
You know, he just asking a logical question. And that's why she like, nigga, I'm here to say whole ass shit about Katt. That's what the fuck I'm here for.
Now I'm not calling the rest of them niggas ignorant, but that does wonders to my point about how an example of ignorant motherfuckers hate to hear logic and common sense, because what he said could have easily turned into a situation where she could have been like, you're right, I could have said something, I was complacent back then. But because Katt has the audacity to comfort people and act like he's never done anything wrong, I feel like I have to speak up now. But instead, she gave him the answer of, oh, I'm gonna be condescending, I'm gonna be sarcastic and try to make it seem like you asking me something out of bounds when I'm saying some real shit.
She trying to get ahead of people challenging her bullshit, basically. But you know what? I always hate talking about female abuse.
Yeah.
Because this go back to Kiki Palmer and other situations, or Jonathan Majors, or even my personal life. I promise you, someone has brought to me that I had like a woman beater type of time. Like this nigga brought it up to me that a bitch said, I whooped her ass. Y'all, that shit broke my heart. Because I swear to God, I only slapped that bitch hard to the motherfucker. That's it. To say I beat your ass, bitch, makes me want to beat your ass. Like that shit hurts me to this day because, listen.
Because you know that's the narrative that's going around.
Listen, let me go to jail for what I did do. You know what I'm saying? Let me have a bad reputation for what I did do. Ball a fist up and punch a bitch and hold her in the corner and, you know, and shake the bitch the wig loose and all that type of shit. It would take, my fuse is long when it comes to a bitch aggravating me. If you get a motherfucking stick of dynamite and hold that motherfucker to the last minute, don't get mad when it finally explodes on you, bitch. And certain niggas have that happen to them and then they get it on their jacket like that's how they live.
Yeah.
And then a kind-hearted person who likes to help everybody and wants to see people doing good, it's hard to believe that he just, unless he gets, you know, saucy, get drunk and start tripping. I don't know how the nigga is for real. I'm not sticking up for Katt, but I'm sticking up for why women don't get enough of their violent ass energy talked about. They don't get enough of their violence put on the forefront like they do men. And they act like that they hands are clean from violence. And most times they are the initiators of violence. And there are certain type of men that shit do not go over on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't always jump to the woman's side. Like, you should never hit a bitch. Like, I don't know. I would like to hear Katt address that personally. I hope somebody, Willie D or anybody else, you get an opportunity to interview Katt again, ask him directly about that statement. I would love to hear what he got to say about
this. Is amazing because I'm glad you brought this up,
All right.
AP. This is an incredible, I mean, A1 segue right here. When you talk about people being violent first, women being violent first, specifically, y'all remember the IG model or OnlyFans model that stabbed her boyfriend? It was a white girl, it was a black dude. He was another influencer. She stabbed him and killed him. And it was a whole thing where at first she was trying to say he was, he did something to her, she, whatever the case may be, but they caught her in literally in cold blood, like they caught her red-handed. She was in the apartment with blood on her, and they, realized she was the one that stabbed him. TMZ got a video of an altercation between these two before this altercation happened, and just watch her watch how she interacts with him the entire time.
No, like I was fucking sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you. Like you're hindering my progress. Let go of me. Let go of me. Let go of me. Okay. Come on, boy. Let go of me. Like I can't even I'll talk to you later. Like get the fuck off me. Christian, he saw me and I know he's looking. I'm fucking fed up with you. I'm fed up. I'm fed up with how you fucking treat me. Yes, I'm not mad at you.
You let Moana say some lying ass shit that affected you.
I didn't let her say anything. You fucking did it.
Hey, let's go to Moana right now. Let's pull up her.
No. I'm just gonna say her to see her.
No, she's in the group chat. Let's put her on the phone right now.
I dare you.
Yeah, you dare me? Keep saying
you
it.
You do it.
Then stop saying it then.
Do it.
Then stop saying it then. Then stop saying it then.
Let's look. Come
on.
Ask
her. Ask her, did I touch her breast
yesterday?
yesterday?
Do you see how fucking instigative he is?
No, you're telling me I touched her breast yesterday when I fucking...
You did. I didn't say you fucking touched it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as fuck. I actually don't agree with you. Actually, I'm done.
Okay.
Can you send him home?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Fucking done. Done. Because you're fucking you're costing me money. I didn't do shit since I got to this fucking house because of you.
You let Moana say some lying ass shit?
No, because you were fucking flirting with fucking 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, maybe
you
doesn't matter.
You. Milan. I was flirting with Milan.
And she said, hey, come get your mans.
You're fucking lying.
He's trying to come home with me.
You're lying.
No, I'm not.
You're lying. She said, come get your mans that I was trying to hit on Milan. Come on, baby. Okay. That doesn't even sound right.
He's still calling her baby and shit. She was she going crazy. He said, come on, baby.
You're fired.
Fine.
Hopefully, shut up.
You will never see me again. You are the most
good bitch. Motherfucker
I ever met in my
Hopefully
life.
you will let me.
Courtney.
Fuck you too. Get the fuck out of here. This isn't even your fucking house.
Yeah, cool.
It's not my house. You're just like my fucking boyfriend. Get the fuck out of here.
Just like your
I
boyfriend?
can actually get shit done if you're not here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'll remember that next
time. No, that's not gonna be the next time. Get the fuck out.
That's enough of this wild bitch. So she inevitably ended up killing this guy. As you can see in her actions and her mannerisms and the way that she was acting towards him off of what she felt like was an incident the night before where he may have or may not have brushed up against another girl's titty. That's how she acted. So I can only imagine what made her stab him.
Well,
maybe a bitch liked his picture or something.
She on drugs, first of all.
Clearly.
And he probably keeps her like that way so he can control the bitch. Because he might not be the type to beat her ass or check her like that, but he keeping the bitch strung out. That's what I got from the shit. The bitch erratic as fuck because she a crazy white bitch and he corny and they all corny. And that whole fucking video was corny to me. That ain't the type of shit I'm talking about. Because I can't see a nigga like Katt, even Will Smith, goddamn it. beating that bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? That's a bitch that you're like, somebody get this crazy, goofy bitch away from me. Like, that's not the type of violence that I'm talking about women can do. I'm talking about when women go get a fucking hanger and whap you over the fucking eye or face with it. Ooh. And you like, this bitch just hit me with a fucking hanger. Bop!
Well, I mean,
You
this
know what I'm
bitch
saying?
did
I'm
eventually
talking
stab
about-
this
I'm
nigga to death. So
yeah, but yeah, he was a cornball. I'm talking about there's bitches out here slapping niggas in the head, punching niggas, hitting, gouging at niggas. I went to jail one time with my face scratched the fuck up. And I did not fight that bitch. I didn't hit that bitch. That was one of my times where I just tried to hold her. And I had shit all over my goddamn face. So I'm in jail for a whole nother reason, but I look like I've been fighting or some shit. And that's what I'm saying. It's some violent ass women out there that go way harder than that. Even the killing part, that shit, he probably just underestimated the bitch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he should have fought back at that point.
That was
Nigga, you gotta fight
underestimating a
back.
bit. But I'm talking about, man, there's chicks out here, dog, beating niggas' asses.
Oh my God.
Like damn near catching niggas. I just saw a video on it was either IG or Facebook or something like that, where dude was just sitting on the porch, bloody as a motherfucker. And the dude was like, "What's wrong? What happened?" And then the girl that was helping him was like, he got all buck with my mama and he grabbed her. So then the mama whooped his ass. You know what I'm saying? Now look, I ain't saying again, when it's all said and done, it shouldn't even take all that. I never been a nigga to think you got to beat a girl ass. You know what I'm saying? But you also shouldn't let nobody beat your ass. You have a right to defend yourself at some point. You know what I'm saying? Punching a bitch is not necessary. That's why when I talk about a slap, if I'm going to go down, goddammit, and if I'm going to go down for my slap, I want it to be known that, yes, it was a very vigorous one. You know what I'm saying? It meant it has to fix all your problems.
A hefty.
It has to be a slap that is heard in all four corners of the house. People next door need to think that somebody just, something just slammed. Did a book just fall off a shelf? What happened? I just heard a loud smack. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit has to be one of them ones that stop all time and space.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do it again. You don't want to never have to go there again. You don't want to never have to, explain yourself. It should only be done when the person that's receiving a slap actually knows what happened. If you hit somebody and they don't know why, you a hoe ass nigga.
Right, exactly.
You was an abusive nigga. You was a beater. You a woman beater. If you slap the shit out of a woman with all your might, and after that slap, she says, "I'm so sorry." Because she know why she got slapped, and she know it was not your fault. If that's the only time it is forgiven. All right. If that ain't the case, if that bitch gonna call the police on you, then you an abuser. You an abuser. If she call her brothers on you, then you an abuser. If she don't want to be with you no more, then you an abuser. If she, if she take the kids and leave that night, then you are an abuser.
Yeah.
But if she take that slap and go take a warm bath and then come and make love to you, she know what she did. You know what I'm saying? She know why she got slapped.
He said, "Yeah, you knew you was wrong, bitch."
I'm just saying, listen. I'm just saying that is the difference. Okay. So I'll have to hear Katt Williams' side about that before I just run to a chick saying this shit. Then she might even be a bull dagger. You know what I'm saying? She an old head. She probably was trying to fuck some of them groupies, and she in there caking with the hoes. They in there crying. What you crying for? Katt, he pushed me out of the room and he slapped me. And she like, oh, he put his hands on you. She trying to get some pussy. He put his hands on you, and she patching bitches. She calling it patching bitches up, but she trying to eat some pussy. Like, stop it. I want to hear Katt's side. That's all.
She had the strap on deck waiting.
You hear me? So now the Will Smith abuse story. Y'all need to go listen. Y'all need to go listen.
Bilal got a point.
Brother Bilal, he wasn't holding back. So I don't know if his shit went like Katt shit. I don't know who shit went like what, but I know Will shit sound like an emotional man. Like he probably did do like he did Chris Rock, like, take my wife's dick out your motherfucking mouth. Because you know she still wear the strap on probably Mark Anthony too, allegedly. So
Hey, no, he got mad. He said, "Take the Wayne's dick out my motherfucking
take my wife's dick out your motherfucking mouth." Hey, Daddy Bars, that's another thing. Thanks for pointing that out. Never backhand. Never backhand. Your knuckles are on the back of your hand. That's not love. That's hate. When you slap your kid on the butt for fucking up when they little, you slap them with the front of your hand, right? Because you love your kids. You're just trying to chastise them. You're just trying to make them better. Never hit nobody with the back of your hand, man. That's a fist. God damn it. That's knuckles. Your fucking fingerprints should be left on that bitch side of her head, not your knuckles.
See your fingerprints. It's just supposed to be
They
white
they should be able to tell if your line's connected, if you're gonna live long or not. Let me stop playing.
That's so
I'm
wild.
talking plenty shit. If I ever go to court, they're gonna have my confession, but at least I'm going to jail for what I did. Open hand slap. Puh. Slap.
Well,
puh.
before
Not
we
slap.
before
Slap.
we shake loose, I wanna bring this up real quick. You know, it's a certain section, the like section on Twitter. I wanna pull up one of these articles here that we got, and I want to ask your opinion since you're somebody who watches the Power Universe, and seems like we have some 3G's family in the chat that pay attention to the Power Universe. 50 Cent put the call out to Taraji. So you guys know Taraji has been out here doing interviews talking about certain things in Hollywood that she has been very displeased about, mainly the pay and just, you know, kind of how she's been treated. Well, 50 Cent put the call out, and because they know 50 trolls, you know, every once in a while, some people may have thought that 50 was lying about trying to get Taraji to come over to him, but he put up a post and he said this. He said, "Someone called me today thinking I was bullshitting about working with Taraji P. Henson, till I told them what I made stars pay Mary J. Blige to be on Ghost. I ain't out here fucking around." I believe that. And also I believe that she could play a really good character on one of the Power series. She can fit right in.
She would have made a better Tasha if you ask me.
Oh my God, yeah. And that's and no disrespect to, you know, her who plays Tasha, but it's like, I agree. She definitely would have killed Tasha.
Tasha is Tasha, and I accepted her as playing that part. But her acting skills has always been a little like, you know what I'm saying?
She makes certain things corny.
Yeah, like it just seemed like, you know what I'm saying? But that might help the rest of the show. Cause then you looking at it like, oh, I don't want Ghost with this goofy bitch. I see why he fucking with the other bitch. You know, like,
right.
It might help the show, you know, to have that. But Taraji is a hell of a fucking actress, man. I had just watched Hustle and Flow again a couple of days ago. She is a top-notch actress. You know what I'm saying? She definitely always kill her roles. And I wonder what gay shit she had to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't get good.
Who
you
she
don't
had the scissors to get this.
Yeah, who who sodomized you, baby girl? You know what I'm saying? Something had to happen to you. Because it just you don't get that talented without some kind of chakra, without your chakra being poked on. You know what I'm saying?
She's been in so many roles too. To hear like that she hasn't been fairly compensated for certain things is kind of crazy to me, because to me, from the outside looking in, my perspective is that when you get so far in your career, when you're able to do X amount of, you know, work, your pay goes up, because clearly the more things that you are involved in, especially with the more eyes that see it and how popular it becomes, what the fuck Fat Joe say? Yesterday's price is not today's price. That's how it goes in the industry, right? But apparently it don't.
But bro, that's what Monique was saying. They keep promising them, we're gonna get you on the next one. Like, you do this for this amount, the next one we're gonna get you. You take this 200,000 for this one, The next one, that's gonna be the one. We're gonna get you 5 million. We're gonna get you 10 million on that one. You know, so they kept working off the promise. Now they staying working. And by the way, they taking a whole year to do sometime even longer to film one film. So all their money stopped, like she was explaining. It's same thing with the fight game. It's a lot of fighters and boxers and MMA cats who, yeah, you had 2 fights and that fight might have paid you $200K. But if you don't have another big purse like that for a year and a half, 2 years, you basically made 70,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit got to stretch you for 2 years or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So it don't always hit like y'all think. We think we see them every other year in a movie, but there might be 3-4 years in between. So that little bread they got had to stretch. So they really ain't getting what they deserve, but that's what Monique was saying. And not a motherfucking one stood up and agreed or had Monique back. They let her hang herself when she was really trying to help them. Now, mind you, and y'all said it and pointed it out, Monique didn't have a problem until it was y'all help me get my money. She wanted to make it a big deal when her pockets weren't right.
That's the only thing I didn't like about it. But she actually spoke about what was really happening.
Ain't nobody say nothing about Rosa Parks doing it. she wasn't trying to help niggas until her motherfucking feet hurt. So let's keep it all the way motherfucking real. You know what I'm saying? So once her fucking feet hurt, people said, you know what? You right. You fucking right. I'm tired of motherfuckers telling us to get up and go do this and do this and do. Fuck them. And that's what people should have did for Monique, regardless her reasoning. They should have said, you know what, bitch, you right. Fuck these people. You know what I mean? So that's why I said that about Rosa Parks. Don't come for me, y'all. Goddamn. But I like Black Panther too. So just calm down. So
and she probably gonna have a crazy stipulation of pay when it comes to getting nude on camera, because she don't do that for movies and shit. The last time she did something like that was probably Baby Boy.
Dude,
she was just starting
out. I
out.
remember seeing her titties on Baby Boy. Was her titties out on Baby Boy?
Yeah.
I don't remember that shit. Damn, it been too long.
He said, I got to go back and see that.
I got to go check. I got to do some research for the show. I got to do more show research. No, but yeah. Well, she older now. She probably like, I don't got to do all that. And she don't.
Right.
Man. She a beast, man. She deserved, for her talent, she deserved to be one of them ones, man.
And to be honest, the motherfuckers they get naked on Power is unknown motherfuckers. They getting right on the scene with the shit. So I guess they doing something right with that, because I ain't seen besides Lala and Tasha, who played the lady that played Tasha. Those are only like well-known individuals that had to get naked on that show.
Lala get fucked on everything she in. On everything she in. She fucked the daddy and the son on goddamn The Shy. Like,
really?
She gets smashed on everything she in.
Oh,
Homie smashed her on BMF. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that is one of them women who, the older she get, the sexier she get. She looked better with the fucking face, with the plastic
facial
surgery.
reconstruction.
She looked better with the thicker she getting. She's sexier to me now than she was when she was younger. Way sexier.
She went up to the plastic surgeon and ordered the #1. That's the Kardashian.
She just looked like her pussy good now.
Hey, well.
Like, look, man, it's a big difference. Some girls are hella cute, but they don't look like they can fuck. Some girls look like they can fuck. I'm just gonna say it like that. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga said debatable.
All right, well, look, man, you got anything else, man? We did 2.5. We could call it one.
Hell of a show, man. Once again, man. Last show was a drunk massacre, but we made that shit go. And we appreciate everybody that pulled up to that shit and actually enjoyed the show, because we did hear a lot of good feedback about that show.
Man, I had to apologize to my brother, man. I got in the barber chair. I was like, look, man, this is just bullshit that we do for the view. We do this shit for
I would have fucked your lining up on purpose, nigga.
He wasn't tripping. He wasn't tripping on that shit. He know me, man. But it's still, right. I still just gave a disclaimer, man, just in case. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, dog, if that nigga would have, let's say I hurt his feelings, which this wouldn't happen. But this is how my brain works. I start seeing shit that didn't happen. So let's say I sit down in the chair. He do one of them little jokes like they be doing online where they fuck your lining up, or they take your mustache off, or they zip one of your eyebrows. Like do one of them hoe ass things they be doing online.
Yeah.
I know where he keep his gun in the shop. I just already played it out in my head how I would handle it. You know what I'm saying? I would stand up, take the robe off. We'll be standing face to face, eye to eye. I'll be trying to decide, can he get to his gun faster than I try to put hands on this nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like I had this whole shit played out. Like, you know, if I get to him, am I willing to fight to the death over my motherfucking hairlining? Or as a brother that loves his brother, should I just take this L of he got me back for talking shit and just deal with it? You know what I'm saying?
You was about to do the Diamond and Jannard.
No, yeah, for real. No, like, and mind you, this is all my imagination being funny, because I already know we cool and there ain't no issue. But it was just in my brain, you know, I just took it there, you know, my imagination. Like, how would this shit go? Like, well, you know, because he ain't above shooting me. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
This is the type of trauma that I grew up with. You don't get to do that. We supposed to be brothers. Like, nigga, you see what happened to G Money, nigga. That is 100% how that shit would go. Shout out to Zero Tolerance for the $20, man. We appreciate you, bro. Thank you, brother. But that shit, dog, I went in there like, look, man, I ain't gonna never say nothing slicker ever again. I'm gonna stop that shit. And I think I'm gonna try that anyway, y'all. I'm gonna try to be better at all this extra ass shit talking. I do it for comedy. So when we talk about Mark Curry, I actually respect Mark Curry a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't look, y'all, this is me. Dan, what happened? You dropped it.
Right here.
This how I would have went. Look, that's bro. Hey, that's how bro used to be if you drank his juice. He'll come in, you'll wake up to this shit because you done drank his motherfucking juice. That nigga heartless. Come on, man. We're supposed to be brothers. We are brothers. Am I my brother's keeper? Listen. Look, man. God damn.
AB said, yes, I am. Put his chin up.
Nah, look, man. I'm just saying. Do it. You was fucking that bitch, man. Hey, that shit was all over a bitch, really. Real shit. That shit was all over a bitch. Ain't that
it was, man. Oh, hey, dirty, man. Yeah, they should have took her out.
No, that was one of the best. That was one of them classes. I got the poster upstairs. I got the y'all see, I got the Dead Presidents. I got the New Jack City and Coming to America. I got that type of shit, you know, my little TV room and shit. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about my shit talking. Mark Curry is a motherfucking beast out here, man. I appreciate his comedy. I don't look at him no kind of way, even though we had to talk about what he said. That shit was wild. But he might fuck with the 211 or the OE or something. You can see it in his eyes. He fucking with one.
Drinking whiskey.
Yeah, his eyes. You can tell. Look, you can see it in his eyes. He got the little discoloration and shit.
He got the Aries Spears rocking off almost.
So, what else? Willie D. Y'all went on my boy hard about his interviewing skills, but y'all can't deny he addressed that dress shit right, like a real journalist.
Yeah.
He said, "Hold up, nigga. Didn't you say that it's an agenda out here?"
Because he was holding him accountable. He was holding him accountable. A lot of interviewers don't do that. They don't really hold the guest accountable in certain ways, but that's what makes for a good interview, because we do want to hear that explanation. It's like, all right, you say you against the dresses, but you did it because of this. Why would you participate in something that apparently you knew was something that was wrong at the time? Just because it was Sherman Hemsley, nigga, that's not a good excuse. That nigga was ready for you to get in that dress. That's what I don't understand.
Nigga, why that's Sherman Hemsley, nigga. You think I ain't gonna bust down for Sherman Hemsley? Hey, but listen though, because somebody made a point. Shout out to you. I forgot who did it. I'm sorry, I can't find it. But he brought up how it's two things I want to address.
Mm.
Oh, no, it was the same comment. He said Willie D was basically making that whole interview about the issue with Ali Sadiq. What's his name?
Ali Sadiq, you had it right.
Okay, Ali Sadiq. So he didn't want to put it out because it didn't look good. It didn't put homie in a good light. So he was trying to spare his homeboy until the views start popping with that's incorrect.
No. I'm just shaking my head because
because this is what he's saying. Then all of a sudden, you willing to put your homeboy interview out there that look bad on him when you see what it, So
Right.
that is possible. But then even then, as a homie, like if I'm Ali Sadiq, I'm like, nigga, you gotta drop that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, G. You know what I mean? You come ask me, should I drop it? Go and drop that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. I might not look in the best light in this, but 2 million motherfuckers gonna know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Millions of people know who I am.
He cracked it off himself too, though. You know what I'm saying? He cracked it off on the interview. He told the story that nobody knew about.
True.
And these
but
are
nobody
the consequences
nobody saw that interview.
I mean, people were asking, not everybody, but people were wondering what type of
this
shit.
is how niggas get in trouble. Like it be 3 niggas asked. 3 niggas. That's what killed Katt Williams. Katt Williams said, first of all, okay, you want to talk about this? Fuck it. Okay, but at least tell everybody who the fuck he is first.
Right.
like he was like, look, I'm gonna let you go ahead, ask your question. But at least tell niggas who he is.
But see, that's the crazy part about that timeline, because when he did that interview, it was before he dropped the specials that he dropped that like went viral. You know what I'm saying? I got millions of views right now. So it was like people started going back. You know how people do? They go back to do their homework when they become like a new fan of somebody. They start seeing their interviews or start seeing their old specials and shit. People started seeing that clip because it's like, all right, Katt's the big dog, and there's a clip of a new comedian who I like, who I see him talking about an incident with him and Katt. I'm gonna see that. That's kind of how the algorithms work, but it wasn't enough people to see it to where it was a thing where people were really like talking about it on the internet, like, ooh, Katt Williams didn't let Ali Sadiq in the show or shit. Like they didn't give a fuck.
But it was because that they were talking about this shit, was they?
That's why
be hype talking about it and
no, and that's and it's funny. It's funny how you say that, because when Willie asked that question and the way Katt responded, it seems like he's having a cocky, arrogant response to it when it comes to him discrediting him, as far as like saying he doesn't have a large enough fan base or he's not well known enough. But it was in context. Now that you think about it, it's in context to the time that he said what he said about Katt. Like that's how I realized Katt's brain works. When he's answering that question, he's not answering it in real time. He's answering it in the way where this man said this in that time. He needs to be popping enough, or he needed to be popular enough for me to even address it or even give it any energy. But Katt also tries to focus in on trying to be a scholar when he speaks and tries to, you know what I'm saying? So shit comes off a little,
profound. Yeah. Everything profound with that nigga.
Right.
Like I had a cheeseburger and fries this afternoon.
Exactly. And me being somebody.
Yeah, look, then he shake. Then he do the after shake. Like, so there you have it. You know what I'm saying? So
and then he'll fix something on
do the joint light.
He smoked one small joint for an hour and a half. He just had it burning. Like, nigga, just smoke that shit. What the fuck? These niggas be getting toe up, man.
Listen, man, all this shit funny to watch. It's interesting, but I'm bored. That's what's fucked up about the internet. This shit can come and go fast. It was all the biggest shit ever last week. I don't give a fuck this week. Right. I don't give a fuck about that shit this week. But again, man, these Hollywood motherfuckers, man, Holly weirdos, whatever you want to call them. These motherfuckers have taken my childhood from me, man. Like when I think about all the years that I watch certain shit, listen to certain music, and for all these people to come out and have these kind of things going on, it's just it tarnishes it a little bit for me.
Fucks
Like,
you up,
damn,
man.
this shit weird as fuck.
See people differently. You see movies and TV shows differently. There's certain shit I won't watch just because of certain things I know about people now.
The real thing is it didn't have to be said ever.
Right.
Katt, Sherman Hemsley, we knew he was gay. Uncle Phil was gay. Carl Winslow was gay. Fucking I said Sherman Hemsley, right? We already talked about that.
Tevin Campbell was gay.
Tevin Campbell, Quincy Jones got that. But I'm just saying, Luther, fucking what's homie name?
We fall down, but we get Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie McClurkin, but it's another nigga I'm trying to think of.
Kirk Franklin, he was twerking on one of his.
Freddie Jackson. Like it was just so many people who was like the big stars that was gay in, and nobody gave a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, for all these so-called heterosexuals to hide it, that's kind of the part. Like, you should have just been on what you own and just kept it real like that and stayed acting like a dude. Marlon Brando was gay as a motherfucker. Dude that played Godfather. All these dudes had wives and kids, but they was known for the weird shit. So
I had to say that on the stream the other day,
man.
because people was questioning I forgot who it was, man. I forgot who the fuck it was. But whoever it was, somebody was saying how, it was Zen. He was talking about who was it who we were talking about, Zen, who you said had a wife and had kids. I forgot who it was, but nigga, it don't matter.
What was it? It was probably Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. It was Shannon Sharp. He had ex-wives, he had baby moms, whatever. But that still doesn't mean that man ain't got, homosexual tendencies.
He's just another one that got to explain his association with his
with dick print.
What they call him? Fucking designer. What they call that shit? Like the nigga that helps you.
Stylist.
The stylist. Yeah, so he got to explain that, because again,
and why he spent $300K on a Yorkie.
Hey man, I got poodles, man. Don't. I'm a gangster, nigga. If I want a fucking poodle,
this nigga said, I went the Shannon Sharp route. I
went to Shannon.
I would have got me a.
Let me explain.
I would have got me a Yorkie.
Let me explain, man. Only niggas that want to be hard get pit bulls and shit. You niggas want to look tough. When you are tough, you just need a loud barking dog to get your ass up out of bed so you can put work in. Goddamn it. I don't need no big ugly ass dog sleeping and lazy as fuck, putting
drooling on your shit.
Human size shits around the fucking house. I don't need that. I got little yapping ass poodles, and if they hear you even thinking about coming up to the fucking door, they gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna get ready. Yeah, all that, and I'm gonna get ready.
That should get you up immediately.
And I'm gonna get ready, man. So I'm just saying, man, I don't need when you tough, you don't need all them big ugly ass dogs. So
they are a little alarm, bro. That's a good thing.
Think about this. I might hurt some niggas' feelings in here, but think about most niggas with pit bulls. Do they be like that? Let's keep it motherfucking real.
Because niggas want to be too sweet to their pit bulls because they be scared. They don't want the pit bull to be mean, so they want to be the sweetest ever. Then you turn the pit bull to a bitch. Then the nigga, every time somebody knock on the door, he be like, "Oh shit," he run away.
even when they be vicious, even when they got them vicious and they be beating on them fucking dog. Most niggas I know with them big ass dogs be hoes. They use that motherfucking dog as their protection, nigga.
Yeah,
like that's they goddamn. DMX, that was DMX whole thing with Pitts. He said he used to sleep on the roofs alone so his dog would like protect him while he's sleeping shit when he was little. Like, I'm just saying, bro.
That's crazy.
I'll defend myself, goddammit. My little bitty ass dogs, I be having them in little outfits and shit. They be sitting on my lap. I don't do it, but wifey do it.
I feel like certain people are too big for little dogs. Like Shannon is way too big for a little dog. I'm way too big for a little dog.
Who would you rather fight? DMX or Shannon Sharp, nigga?
Oh, I'm taking DMX all day.
All day long, I'm taking DMX. All day long. So listen, like I said,
why you choose DMX?
When you tough, you don't need no big ass pit bull.
This nigga not here to defend himself. He said, would you choose DMX?
Nigga, I dog walk. Look, dog walk DMX.
He said, or uncoordinated ass nigga, I'll beat the shit out.
Dog walk DMS, nigga. But Shannon, I'm gonna tell you right now, I normally think I can whoop everybody. I can't whoop Shannon Sharp. I know it with all my heart. I know I can't whoop dude.
Yeah.
And that's just, and I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? I settled with that. You know what I'm saying? So before I disrespect him and his choice of running partners and companions, I just want to say, Shannon, your business is your business, but it is speculated out here. You know, the streets is looking at you kind of sideways, big dog.
Hey, Shannon, love is love. do your thing. Love is love.
Yeah, love who you want to love, man. Like, who are we to stop you, big dog? All right, look, man, we the fuck up out of here, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. That's all I got, man. You got anything to say?
Yeah, man. Just make sure you guys go subscribe to AP for Life channel. That's AP 4 Life. Also subscribe to the GMS show. That's the GMS show on YouTube. Support our other channels. Support our other social medias. 3G's podcast 414 on Instagram. All right. For those that got IG, if you're listening right now, 3G's has an official Instagram. It is 3G's podcast 414. All right.
All right.
Appreciate y'all
there. Peace.